tasty.
You're like, oh,
Everybody.
you think I look like her?
Yes.
How is that true?
Hello.
I'm gonna have to
Good
call her and
evening,
let her know
ladies
that
and
everybody think I look
gents.
like her. Okay, my bad. My bad. We live, y'all.
Good evening,
Good evening.
everyone. Welcome to another episode of my Unsolicited Opinion podcast. Today, we have an age-old question that we want to find an answer for. And that question is, can men and women be just friends? Just friends. Nothing sexual, nothing at all. No relationship. That's my homeboy. That's my brother. Oh
Girl.
no, that's my little sis.
Mm.
None of that. That's just my friend, my brother, my sister in Christ. You feel me? So,
Like man,
we
bro.
get ready to answer this today. We ask that y'all engage with us as you coming in. Please go ahead, hit the like button. Please go ahead if you're not already subscribed and subscribe to our channel. We have conversations here on Wednesdays and Saturdays that I'm telling you, it gives everybody opportunity to give their unsolicited opinion. But today we're gonna give you ours. So what's going on, ladies? How we doing?
Girl, today was a day. You talk about somebody that was busy today. I was busy doing all of the things today, but I made it through. And I'm here to talk about why men and women can maybe, I don't know, be friends.
Maybe be friends.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I had a normal day. I worked this weekend, unfortunately, but
Ooh.
fortunately, thank God for the job, and all those good things. But another weekend child free. They've been blessing me. We had spring break this week, so I had a free day today. And I'm here to say, well, I don't think that they can be friends,
Why
but
can
we'll see. I don't think that they can. Yeah, I don't think they can. What you think, Joy?
I was looking in the chat. I'm sorry. That y'all see our good friend.
yes, our
Yes,
good
our
good
number
friend.
one supporter. Yes, yes.
It's just like, I'm gonna just go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, I ran this question past a couple of my friends when we were, just letting them know like this is what we're talking about, and I got some interesting perspectives. I mean, to be honest, I'm on the fence now that I kind of heard different interpretations. Because at first I was like, absolutely, why they can't be, but we'll definitely get into it, and we gotta make sure that our good friend Thane comes in. This was not our topic that we
It was
chose.
not.
Last time on Wednesday, I asked for some suggestions, and this was a suggestion. And so hopefully he'll pop in, and we definitely want to hear what y'all got to think, so I can tell everybody how they wrong in their opinion.
Sharp shooting everybody.
Yes. Well, before the show even starts, good, we're gonna see who we got in the chat, guys.
Yes.
We have someone who has already, supported the channel tonight already. We have our Real Bravado Network. We have TJ over there. He says have a good live stream. And in that same note, we want to thank you, Real Bravado Network, for already supporting this channel.
Thank
He is
you.
already hit
Thank
us up
you.
with the $25 cash app.
You better come
Wow.
through.
Y'all, we are small channel. We
I
just
know.
getting started. And the three of us here, we come in here, we trying to be consistent and to get support like this from Real Bravado Network and from all you guys, it means so
Definitely.
much to us. And I just want to say thank you, TJ. We really, really appreciate it. And guys, y'all go check out his channel as well. He's a content creator. He has some good content over there. So y'all give him, go subscribe to his channel as well. Y'all want to
And
say
I feel
anything else?
like it's especially special because it's
Yeah.
three of us,
Yes.
so
Yeah. These
that's a
guys,
big deal.
they
Thank
spread a
you.
little love to everybody.
Yes.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you, Real Bravado Network. We really, really, really appreciate this.
And
We
we
don't know
really,
how.
really look forward to hearing your opinion about this.
Yes,
We
indeed.
definitely want to hear what you have to say
Because
about
we know
this.
your channel get a little opinionated, a
Spicy.
little
Spicy. A
You
little
spicy.
get a little
spicy.
spicy.
So
Yes.
bring some smoke.
Yes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, we also want to go. Thank you, Ripavado Network. Thank you, Jalen Ryan. We all know this guy.
Okay.
He's a friend and a family of the channel, a huge supporter of the channel. He says, "Hello, ladies. Hello, Jalen.
Okay, you
Good
see him
night,
down
Jalen. Is it too
there.
early? He don't have to go to bed yet. It's too
It's the
early.
weekend.
Child, he
Oh, it
about
is the weekend.
gone.
He stay up all night. Okay. Jalen also says, he says, it's the type of woman you have. Come through, Jay. And the type of mindset the man has. You know, such a high level of maturity in such a
Yes.
young man. You know, we can appreciate that. It's like, hey, you do your part, I do mine, and you know, maybe we can figure something out. So, Jalen, Golden Glove, you know,
Golden
knock him out,
Glove.
knock him dead,
Oh my
Golden Glove.
God.
Thank you for supporting us tonight. We got our
You
girl
being raised.
Celeste. She's already here in the
Hey,
channel. Thank
Celeste
you.
girl.
Celeste has been supporting us big time. She says, good evening, ladies in chat. Good evening, Celeste, and
Good
welcome. We
evening.
want to know what you think. Do y'all think men and women can be friends? I'm of the mindset that I don't quite think so. Maybe y'all can convince me otherwise tonight. Mama Bear Moments. One of our top
Hey,
moderators over
girl.
here on the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. She says, good evening, ladies in chat. Good evening, Mama Bear. She's our
Hey, Mama Bear.
co-host. Welcome, guys. Let's go ahead and get this show on
You
the
ain't picky
road.
picky on them.
Yes, welcome.
Woo!
Whew,
Yes.
so,
Yeah. Can men and women listen? You heard all the songs, right? We had the Biz Markie, You Say She's Just a Friend.
Oh,
mhm.
baby, you.
Hey. Right? We had the Deborah, y'all seen the thumbnail, Deborah Cox, RL.
We can be friends.
That's because they was
Mhm.
already in love, though.
I'm
I
still
mean, it's
in
different. I
love.
mean, we can talk about it from every single aspect,
We
right?
gonna
Because
have
Yes,
you
that's
to.
why
We
I said
gonna
I'm
already,
on
have
the
right?
to do
fence.
that.
So
Yes.
Yes.
let's just start off at the very basic level, right? You in
Mhm.
grade school, you're playing with boys, you're playing with girls, everyone plays together, you know what I mean? Let's get
Yes.
that out the way. Now, let's just say, at what point can boys and girls stop being friends? And it's more of a, I guess a thing where you gotta kind of like side eye. At what age, what point in life when men and women are no longer can consider themselves friends?
From childhood friendships.
I mean, just anywhere. I mean, you have friends in grade school and high school and things like that, right? Of the opposite sex, right? But no,
Not
no,
really.
not really.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay, so NAllen says no. Okay,
That's because she was on lockdown from third
I
grade all the
You
way
forgot.
know what?
up
I
into
locked myself
adulthood.
down. The
Okay.
more I talk to people about this, I locked myself down,
Oh,
to be
did you?
honest.
Oh, God.
But
Right.
anyway, we'll get into it.
Okay, so I would think, I guess I'll ask the chat, right? If you were in school and you had a friend, just a friend of the opposite sex, and listen, and maybe it started in third grade for for you, right? Maybe it was like in third grade, that's when it starts getting a little bit boys and girls can't play together anymore, right?
Them boys was giving up their lunch money, honey.
Or maybe
Y'all don't
that's when it
even
was.
know.
What do y'all think is that age where just generally boys and girls are it's no longer just boys and girls playing together. It is now like,
That
uh-uh,
they
that ain't your friend.
well, I don't think there's a certain grade per se. I would say, like at that point, which I think this point always comes up when one or both people start to see the other person in a different light. Because I
Mm,
always think, maybe y'all could tell me, I'm wrong, but I always think somebody likes the other. Somebody always develops some type of feelings that's beyond the friendship. That's what I think. Now, y'all, I don't know. Especially, it's
okay.
like, okay, now I think he cute, or like you said, their voices get deeper. The girls, they start,
They start working out.
getting a little shape, So, and somebody like, well, Ty don't
Well,
look like
okay.
basketball. Ty no more I was shooting ball with.
So what you think,
What you
Joy?
think?
Because and now it's saying like around that puberty age when we start to come into ourselves a little
Yeah.
bit. That's when
Yeah, I definitely think a change or transition can happen when you start, being interested in sex, period. right?
Mm.
So the desire to want to experiment with kissing or whatever, I definitely think so. But God, I'm struggling to pick a side on
Pick a
Pick
the
a
you
side.
side. Pick a
extending this
side.
marriage.
Pick a
I'm
side.
gonna say it's possible for sure, but it's so many different variables that are involved.
Okay, okay. So
Definitely.
then let's fast forward a little bit, right? We're adults now, right? We're adults. We're adult women,
Hmm.
and there are adult men out there. Whether you were from college or just from work or whatever your travels, wherever you've been, do any of you have what you consider a male friend?
No.
God, yes, I do. I
Hmm.
do. I do. Yes, I do.
My question is, did
I
you
do.
friend zone him?
Yeah, I would never.
See?
Did he friend zone you?
So okay, again,
Right.
I don't want to get too far ahead in
Okay.
explaining because I don't know where the conversation might go.
Okay.
But for now, for this moment,
Mm-hmm.
my response will be, in this particular scenario, this is the person that I will call and be like, "This dude tripping," and tell him about whatever it is that's going on with myself and another gentleman.
Okay. And Alan, you said you do not have any male friends.
Not really. I don't. I don't. I'm so weird. I'm fine. I told you I'm learning a lot about myself. I do have people that I converse with, but as far as like a male person that I would confide in, really, that that's just a friend. No, I don't. Cause I feel like if I have to confide in this person about my relationship, I need to be talking to the person that I'm in a relationship
But
with.
is that okay? So what are we saying? Okay, let's define friendship, right? Like, is friendship where we, it, I would say this. I feel like I do have male friends, um, uh, guys that I've either went to school with. I separate coworker from friend. So there's
Right.
some guys that I work with who I like. That's a friend versus like guys that I work with. That's just like a coworker that I'm like friendly with at work while I'm at work. Um, but I do have male friends. And in my mind, they are a friend. I don't want to know what. Well, some of them I do know what's in their mind, so I keep a boundary, and some of them I don't want to know, and some of them I just don't know. So, but for me and for me only, it's a friend. It's a friend thing. So I feel like men and women can have friends, but that has nothing to do. Well, it has nothing to do with the boundaries when it comes to like relationships. So are you saying that just because I consider him a friend, but he may look at me in a more, I don't know, sexual type of way, then we
Yeah.
aren't friends? Period.
I I think at some point it's gonna go bad. Y'all know they used to have that show too, like on MTV too, where it was like Friend Zone. It might have been named Friend Zone, where it's like one or the other person wanted to go ahead. They had been friends for so many years. Then all of a sudden, this person wants to confess their love for this person. They've always been in love with them. Even when they would confide in them about their relationships, they would be thinking to themselves, I wouldn't treat her like that. you know why I want to be with her. I want her to give me a shot. I
Right.
just always think that's like simmering right below the surface. I
So
mean, I don't know, because you just said there are guys that you like, we friends, you friends on them, period.
right.
But they still like, man, Ty, you was looking good the other night. I gotta get to you, girl. Like, if you give me a shot, I go on.
But I mean, they can do that all day, but you're still like, nope, you're my friend. Like, I'm good. You're my friend. So is that not a friendship? Because I don't necessarily say, oh, I'm about to confide in these same men who I know, want something from me. I'm not gonna say I'm confiding in them in my relationship with someone else, right? But
But
like,
we talking about, in my mind, I'm thinking about like a friend. Like this person is a friend, and I think of a friend as a person you confide in. So
okay,
Would you
if this,
invite them
if
to
this,
your wedding?
right,
would I what? I didn't hear.
would
I didn't hear the
would you
question.
invite them to your wedding?
Not the ones that I know that's trying to like.
So
But
are they
there's some
friends
male friends
then?
who I don't think that want that from me. And yes, I would extend an invitation to them to my wedding.
So these guys that are just that you put in the friend zone, right?
Hmm.
Who are
All
would
of
be
them in the
interested
friend zone.
who would be interested in you, right? That you
Hmm.
know that if they had the opportunity, they would take
Hmm.
advantage of it, right?
Hmm.
Does your would your man know about these men?
Yeah.
We know you wouldn't invite them to the wedding.
Yeah, they're not invited to the wedding, and it's not. They're not necessarily. I guess that we have to define what like friendship is, right? But they
Right.
doesn't
That's
necessarily. I guess that's probably where we should start is defining what friendship is. But these are not like men who I'm speaking to on an everyday basis. These are like oh yeah, that was my like we were friends back in the day, and maybe it's homecoming. I see him again. I'm like, hey, what's up? And it's what I'm saying, and
so those are acquaintances, in my opinion.
but not if you roll hard with them, like y'all was
But you
friends.
don't though. The friends
I'm talking
are
about
you
back
people
in the day. You know
come.
what I mean?
If
Let's
that's the case,
define
then I changed
friendship.
my answer to yes. But if we're gonna talk about like a real friend, like a
Okay.
childhood friend, or somebody that's like, I'm calling them almost before I call my brother or before I call whoever to help me out of a jam. That's what I'm thinking about.
So I will say this, I do have a male friend that if I needed some type of male insight on, I would call. Now I don't necessarily talk to this man every single day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a relationship and everything like that, but he's like, if I know I needed some male insight, I know I could pick up the phone, call him respectfully, right? I'm not calling him at 2 a.m. or anything like that, but like, it might be, during business hours, and I'll be like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, let me tell you what happened, or tell me what you think about this, or what is it? I have that kind of friend.
So I,
It's a male friend.
clearly, when I get in relationships, I be way too deep in them, right? Why
What's too
wouldn't you
deep?
call your man to do that? Like to talk about your day or some mess that happened.
Them dudes don't be caring about your day.
She talking to her homeboy about it.
Dudes do not be caring about
I
your day.
probably
They
would.
do care. I think they would care if like they knew you were telling somebody else all your
I mean,
happiness and your fun
I
stuff.
probably would. I probably would like talk to him too. I'm like I most likely would. Like I talk to him and then I'd be like, all right, let me get another, male's opinion because all
Okay.
three of us on here clearly we don't think the same, right? So
Right.
I would like to hear like different opinions. And then when I'm at work, and it's not necessarily always about like relationships, right? It's not like I'm coming to him. I definitely don't. Well, let me not say that. It's not like I'm going to come to him and be like, oh, my man ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. I'm not doing that, right?
What
I'm
if they
saying
are?
like,
What about the ones that are doing that though? Because it's some people that are doing that with their opposite sex friend. What do you think about that? Is that okay?
I don't know. I kind of almost expect it.
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
so
I'm a like tread lightly type of girl, right? Because like you know, what I don't know is what I don't know. But when I find out like something that's contrary to what I like believe, like or whatever, what I feel, what I believe, then you didn't effed around and effed up.
okay. 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 All right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know the dangers of going to another man to talk about your man. Like I know the dangers of that, right? And I know what
Right.
men say. Like a man will never wants to just be your friend, especially if you're someone that's looks like something, right? It's always going to be an ulterior motive, whatever advice that they like give you, right? You take that with a grain of salt or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Real
Okay.
provider. Go ahead, Joy.
No, go ahead.
Well, let's go. My sexy is strong. She says, looking at my daughter, I would say during the puberty stage. So sometime between 10 and 12, boys and girls start to separate into gender-based groups. So they start looking like they looking and they
Hmm.
looking like they looking.
These girls be
Real Bible
wrong.
Network. He says, I corrected every woman in my orbit that dare describe me as their friend. We may be friendly, but we are not friends. We may be cool, but we are not friends. Okay, Rip Vital
Because what
Network.
is a friend?
What is a friend? You're a
Well,
pal
y'all
and
know
a
my position on
confidant.
men in their friendships. You
They be
know what
tight,
I
don't they?
say? The boys love the boys more than they love the girls.
They do.
So
They do. They do. We can't ever forget about that. Joy, I'm on your side with that one. River Bottom Network says, in Allen, there's nothing wrong for a woman to seek the insight of a man to understand your man's response or reasoning why they are doing something you don't understand. I seek that advice when I'm listening because let's be clear, that's my problem. I don't listen. I ask my daddy. I'm not asking these other dudes who, whatever. But like I said, I'm here to keep an open mind and listen to all these responses. Maybe y'all could, maybe at this stage in my life, because I think it matters too, like, your age. It matters, like, how you see these types of things after your
those
experiences and, like I said, your
Mm-hmm.
age. So,
those friendships sometimes keep your relationship going though. Like if you really own one and a man be like, girl, stop.
You on one.
You might be more apt to listen. You know what I mean? Or the other way around. So
yeah.
I think it's helpful to have a male or female counterparts insight.
Real Bravado Network says Kevin Samuels said regularly, your husband is in your friend zone. That's so sad.
Yeah, meaning like
The good
the
guy that
friend
knows you,
zone,
that likes
like
you.
the friend zone are full of men that want you.
Nice guys finish last.
That was an evil laugh. But Joy, you said it
It
in an
was
evil
the
way. You
evil
made me
laugh.
laugh. Don't make me laugh
It
every
is. I
time.
was thinking more like a Mortal Kombat when I was saying
Finish
finish.
him. Mama Bear illustration. She said, I think it is complicated because as a friend, you see different sides of them and all of their unique and endearing traits. It's kind of not fair because they get to see like the real you.
Okay,
And
so then that's where some of the friendships can blossom into situationships
right.
because you may be exposed to a different level of intimacy with that friend
Yeah.
because you can share certain things and not feel like you have to put on. Like I think we talk about it all the time here when you're like, oh, you don't know who they are for 6 months or whatever.
Mm.
Like that could continue on for years and years as you try to adjust your behaviors to that what that individual likes, right? So this is kind of extreme, but just for an example, like if a man is like, "Oh, I want my woman to wear dresses to church every time she go to church," and you more of a pantsuit Hillary Clinton type girl,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You might like, I'm about to call this dude. If he tell me put on a damn skirt one more time, like they get pieces of you and
Right.
a more intimate insight of you to certain vulnerabilities that you have that your significant other may not.
So is that fair to the significant other?
I don't know if it's fair, but I think it's true.
I think it happens as well. And that's where I'm concerned when it comes to these men women friendships because that other person does get to see a different side of you that's more real, that's more vulnerable, So what do you do? Is that okay if you're the partner? Because I'm also thinking from the perspective of your partner, how they feel about your close relationship with this other person.
So here's my question then. So here's my question. If this other person gets to have a more vulnerable side to you, is it the fact that it's another person getting a more vulnerable side to you, or it's the fact that it's another man getting a more vulnerable side to you? Because you talk to your homegirls, you talk to
Oh yeah.
your female friends,
Yep.
and they get the real you, right? I guess, right? Is a man supposed to be jealous of that?
When
It,
nobody really knows how you are in the bedroom, you know what I mean? Like you can be different in other rooms of the house. They might get this vulnerable side of you, but you never know what people might really be like when the gloves come off. You
right. So
might
is
fight
that
with your
is that not
spouse differently than you fight with a friend.
is that not the same for the male friend?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying for a male. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that you might fight with a spouse a little differently than you may fight with your friend if you were to fight. Women have sharp tongues, and
Yes.
when we
Yeah.
are angry,
Yeah.
you
But
know what I'm saying. So
I
while
guess
you
my
might be vulnerable with that person, they might not really get to see how we are when the claws come out. You know, and there may be sides of us that they like, Daddy girl, I didn't know you were like that.
Right. So I guess my question was because I thought, and now I thought you said like that vulnerability with another person outside of your man
That's of the
is
opposite sex. That's the
that's other
caveat.
okay.
Yes.
That vulnerability of with another man that's outside of your man could like you're showing something different to the male
Yeah.
friend that you're not showing to your man, and the man can be upset about that.
He could be. He's like, why you told him? He already knew. It's like, well, I bet you called Joe Smo. Like, why you didn't tell me?
Do they have? So my question was, do they have that same energy when it comes to like your female friends?
Hell no, they don't. They
But they
don't care
don't
about
care if
that.
the
They
women
don't care
know that.
about that.
They don't care if the
Unless it's
women
like,
know
you a
that
question mark. But in this case, we just gonna keep it like, normal, just
I don't
male,
know. I
female
mean,
kind of deal.
hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still I have a feel, and that's something I gotta deal with. That's on me. I'm like, look, you share this with them. I don't even know, right? So I think that's a problem. That's a problem for me and you. If you share things with this person that you don't share with me, or you don't feel comfortable sharing with me. Y'all, I'm going back to what I go back to.
Hmm.
If you and this person are that tight, they're your best friend. You want to tell them everything, your wins, your losses, your complaints. Y'all need to be together. Y'all need to be together. Like, if you got somebody that you just can't let go, like you can't decide, like, okay, this person is like, I need to like shift my energy a little bit more towards this woman because I'm like trying to build something with her,
Hmm.
where I'm gonna let her see my feelings, let her see me vulnerable. Like, let me give her some of this. And then this person, you like, oh, well, I can't let her go. And she's sad because I'm, giving this person more energy, the person that I'm trying to be with, right? Then it's
I
like,
think it's a movie.
y'all want to be together. That's Brown Sugar. That's every movie we ever see. That's The Best Man. That's all of them.
Okay.
It's all of them, right? It's
Okay,
all of them.
so let's take brown sugar for instance. Okay, we'll give
Yeah,
them the best
let's start
man.
there.
Let's start there, right?
Baby.
So so Nia Lathan's that's listen, girl, I love that movie. Okay, so Nia Lathan's character and what's his
Tay
name?
Diggs. Was it
Tay
Tay Diggs?
Diggs, right?
Hmm.
They were childhood friends. They grew up on music. They love hip hop. That was their thing. You know what I mean? And I mean, where the movie starts off, it didn't necessarily go into their background of like ever having like feelings for each other, right? Until a certain point, like within their adulthood, and that shifted. But up until that point, they were just friends, right?
Yeah. Until what someone was getting married.
Yeah, until he was getting married.
Oh.
Well, I think she was like, but I
Now
really
it's real. Like, hold up, hold up. It's one thing y'all, this was on the movie too, like Five Heartbeats, baby. It's one thing y'all going out and y'all dating and stuff, but y'all talking about getting married.
they
That's
don't get
different.
it. It's over their
Hold
head.
up. Now I gotta go ahead and confess my love. Like, come on now.
Oh my god! Come on, choir boy. Look.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come
So,
on.
but my thing is, up until that point, they've been friends. They've dated other people. I would assume, in their lifetime, they've So, my question is, he to me, it felt like he was more like pushing it because she was really just trying to stay with her massager from Brookstone, and he was kind of like, "What's up? Like, let's
But
The
he
same
really
way he was, the same take, the same way he was in the best man with
okay,
Leah Long.
and the same way she was in love and basketball.
Listen, men, if your friend is Tay Diggs, you might want
And if
watch
your
out.
friend is to annihilate them, that just came to me just now.
I
I'm
just
like, hold up, I'm seeing a pattern here. That's why I can't get out this tunnel vision. I'm like, they can't be friends. They can't be friends. At some point, they're gonna always end up like together. I watch too much TV. That's why I can't get on. That's why I can't.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't get on.
So as far as these childhood friendships,
So
it's just a matter of time.
okay, so Joy, would you allow your man to have a quote unquote female friend?
First of all, I can't allow or disallow anybody
Okay.
to do anything, right? So that's where I get a little it ain't even a gray area. I get very uncomfortable with the idea of ultimatums with people. Everybody has a freedom of choice, right?
Hmm.
If you find that there is friction that is being caused, then I'm assuming because you have agreed with me to be in this relationship, that you are going to be the person to make sure that we're able to figure out whatever those external forces are that's causing the friction and try to get rid of it. However that looks, it may not mean like ending your friendships or anything like that, but something. That's what I'm hoping. But no, I can't allow or disallow anybody to do anything.
Hmm.
Which kind of in my mind makes me feel like you brought it up earlier. We're like, okay, as kids, like when do we get into this area of boys can't be friends with girls or whatever? Are we talking about this friendship? Is this a friendship since I was 6 years old? Is this a friendship since I was in college? Or did I just meet this person 2 years ago?
Or did I just start working with them a month ago?
Are your coworkers your friends? I don't consider my coworkers friends.
Okay, but
Your
y'all know
coworkers
these
can be
people
your
be hanging
friend.
out with these coworkers all of a sudden.
You
That's
spend
their
more
friend.
time at work than you do at home.
True.
You do. You
So
do.
they
True.
can absolutely be your friends or your family. Like
No,
you,
I'm not saying they
yeah,
not. They.
definitely. People can definitely, you know what I mean? You develop bonds with people or
I
whatever.
have a male friend in mind who started off as a coworker, right? From
Yes.
when in my early 20s. So and but he's like been my friend. And we've been in situations where he could have advanced the needle. Let's just say that, right? That's like when you advance the needle when you anyway, the IVs and never mind. Anyway, he could have advanced, right? But he didn't. And neither did I. It was just like strictly like platonic.
Okay, so no new
And now
friends?
and now he's married, has a beautiful family. I think their family is gorgeous.
Did you go to their wedding?
No, only because when he got married, I was not in the country.
But you would have been
I would
invited
have.
and his wife knows you.
She knows me. She don't like me.
Y'all come I'm still waiting on somebody. Y'all chat in the chat again. All right, so this is a new question. If you have you're dating someone and they have this friend of the opposite sex, would you be okay with the friendship? And put a one in the chat if you're okay with the friendships of your partner and their opposite sex friend, who's another grown, attractive person as well,
But I
if
think
they
we got to
confide in it.
define partner. Are we talking about boyfriend, girlfriend? Are we
I'm talking
talking about
about any.
engaged? Or are we talking about spousal? Because if we just boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't think that's a real status anyway at 40
You
years old.
don't. You don't. You don't. You
You
don't.
don't.
So, I mean, like,
Your boyfriend do though.
Your
what are we,
boyfriend think y'all together.
Your boyfriend.
He's like, don't
Your
be.
boyfriend
You
do.
ain't free. You together.
No.
so I don't know. Like, I feel like it could level up with every level of
Oh, you start
commitment
shedding
in the
more and more male
situation.
friends at every level
Yeah,
Of
like,
life.
seriousness.
if you my boyfriend, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay, I got a story. Y'all know me. So when I first started dating, my husband, he was coming to New Orleans, right? So evidently at some point he had just gotten out of a situation, maybe a month or two before he met me, right? So say this girl is calling like that you were dating. I said, which I only have been knowing him like about 2 weeks. Okay. This is how ridiculous I am, and I'm aware of that, guys. I'm like, what is she calling for? I thought that was a real question. Cause like what
That's not
like and it's
ridiculous.
like, oh well, I just met you. And it's like, yeah, I understand that, but even if you don't like just meet me, you're gonna just meet somebody else. And again, what I've always been in this mindset, if she gotta keep talking to you, y'all still friends, then y'all need to work it out and be together.
Okay, I don't
Otherwise,
think that's a I don't think that's an unreasonable question.
okay, because I'm
I
like,
mean, you know,
so
if I just meet a man and then he says like, oh yeah, my ex called or whatever, and this and that, I
yeah,
would my first question would be like, oh, okay, what's up with
y'all
that? Like,
done? What?
what
Y'all
y'all
need to
doing?
work it
Like,
out.
but y'all just friends? But y'all, I mean, what you trying to define that as?
But then
I would need an explanation.
some people would be like, I don't know you. I just met you. I went on one date with you. You can't tell me to get rid of this person. That could
Right.
happen.
Right.
And would that be fair, for them to tell you? Is that okay?
What they
Can
said.
Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is, can exes be friends? Can you be friends with an ex?
I think so.
Put a one in the chat if you think it's cool to be friends with your ex
I do.
boyfriend, your ex
I
husband,
think so.
not your ex husband. Because if you're your ex baby daddy, depending on how old your child is,
No, just hilarious.
yes. Go ahead.
So y'all know just hilarious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just hilarious, and what's his name? What's
Country Wayne
no? What's the baby daddy? What's oh my god? What's the
on
boy?
the look on the. Oh, I don't know. I know
Talking
you're
about
talking
her son's father's name.
Yes, they are the best of friends.
about. Hmm.
The best of they were never married. They were in a relationship. They had a child together. And they are the best of friends. Like so much so, like she done put him on. They do shows together. Like they are the best of friends. Like
How old is
they
that child?
8, 10,
Yeah,
something like that.
something like that.
8 or 10 years old. I mean, they are legit. Like that's my homeboy. Like she talks to him about his other baby's mamas. Like they are like
So mature.
cookies in a pod.
So
They
mature.
absolutely are. They are the best of friends. It's so cute to watch it. Like, what is his name? I can't think of his name.
I don't know, but
I can't
okay,
think of his name.
okay.
But they are so cute. Like she was at his college graduation. She's very supportive of him and everything that he got going on. He's super supportive of her. I'm telling they are on show. They got a YouTube show. I think it's like
Yeah, I see them.
co-parenting. Co-parenting chronicles. They absolutely are friends.
But I think with that, with just hilarious, I'm of the mindset of NAllen.
So you don't think that they friends?
No, I think they need to be together.
Right.
I know. I kind of think so too. I
That's
ain't
how I
gonna
would
lie.
feel.
I
Like,
Cause
do.
who gonna be with them?
I
Cause they
do.
work. They got a child together. We know they got history. Clearly, they have good, energy between each
Oh,
other.
they do. It's so adorable.
And
see,
now they are working together. They're making money together. Why in the world won't they be together?
But it's like a brother sister energy. Like
But
Rome.
they
That's his
got a
name. His
baby
name
joint.
Rome. Oh my
They
God.
got an
That's
old
gonna drive
child
me
joint.
I
crazy.
remember back in the day, a guy was like, if he said, "Stay away from them girls," and say that's their brother. Oh, that's just my brother right
He's my
there. He's like a
brother.
brother to me.
My
How did y'all
brother.
become friends and brother and sister? It's like I got sisters and brothers. I don't need no more. That's how I am. Like
What
I
they
don't need
say?
extra brothers. Like I don't.
What they say in the chat in Ellen?
Real Provider Network, he says, in Allen, set your expectations from the jump. You are correct in asking. Because I'm like, look, I need to know this because, I got these, I'm judging you now. I don't judge, but I'm judging this like what y'all doing. Because if, you can't like, cut that off because you're going to need to cut it off for, if not for me, but for the next person, then y'all need to work on that. Y'all need to figure it out. We got our girl AB7, AB to the
Hey,
seventh power. She has
AB.
joined the My Solicited Opinion podcast. Welcome, AB. This your
Hey,
first time on the
girl.
channel. I'm not sure. She says,
Hey,
hey,
AB.
ladies. And while we have her here, we want to give her a shout out. She says, $25 on the Cash App. Hit it for her one time,
Oh,
Ty. Hit it
AB.
for her. Hit her,
Bang
give her a little
Thank
bang.
sound.
you.
She says supporting sis.
Thank
Yes,
you,
thank you so
AB.
much,
Appreciate that.
AV7. Y'all, AV has a
AV, we need
channel
to
as
get you
well.
on this conversation. Now, what you think?
Yes, we're gonna drop the link tonight. We will be dropping the
Yeah,
link.
yeah,
Let
yeah.
us know what you think. Can men and women be friends? Put a one in the chat, guys. Let's take a new vote on this. Can one in the chat if you think men and women can absolutely be friends. They don't have to have anything, spicy going on. Put a one in the chat. Put a two in the chat if you like, uh, I don't know, somebody like somebody.
No,
Somebody
I
friend
definitely,
zone
I'm
other
a
person
one.
for
I
no
think it's like
reason, and this other person got a low key crush, and at some point it's gonna come out. And then when they get ready to get married, and I watch too much Love Jones and Love and Basketball and all these, movies that came out during our time. You know what? That's probably why I feel like that.
That's
I
the
watch
movies,
so many movies like that.
like The Color Purple, that was so pivotal for our.
The Color Purple did nothing for me. Love and Basketball did. The Best Man did. These are the movies I
girl,
remember. The
stop.
Wood did. I'm from North Carolina. That's why your boy was from the Wood. George,
You know,
shout out
he
to
was
you.
from Charlotte. He sure
He
was
from
from
North Carolina. The
704.
Wood, all those movies. That's what shaped my, childhood,
Here's
teenage
my
years,
thing.
whatever.
I feel like men and women can definitely just be platonic friends,
Mhm.
right? I don't necessarily think that the issue comes from the men and the women's like friendship. I think it comes from the outside sources of people saying, like, whether she's, if let's just say she's in a relationship with someone else and he's in a relationship with, someone else. I think that energy kind of like shapes the whether or not they can be friends or not. Because like I said, but let me ask you a question. Just because someone likes you doesn't mean they can't like be your friend. Like I don't like these men, but hey, okay, he might
Exactly.
like me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's not a but
I
he's
can't help that I got it going on.
I
I ain't
think that's
telling this hoe.
torture. If you really his friend, why would you like have him
Especially when
watch
them
you?
pheromones be going.
do you do
You might
yours
be.
be going around the? Because mine don't.
How do you know? When you be ovulating, they be giving off them pheromones and stuff. Right? That
I
would
don't
be
want to be
that.
around my male
Look,
friend when I'm ovulating. I don't play the
I
music.
can't help that.
so I think that that's torture to your male friend. If you got him looking at you, being with somebody else, you can crying to him about somebody else, and he has feelings for you. So if you know that this guy likes you, and you like, no, we're friends, and he's like, man, I dream about her every night. I wish, I wish
Is
I'd
that going
never
to
been a
stop
friend.
when we're not friends? Like, if like is it me saying no? Like, you got to stay here and be my friend and be tortured, or are you torturing yourself?
I don't know. I don't do that. So we got to ask them what y'all
You
think.
probably out there torturing somebody right now in Allen. You probably got it's probably a co-worker, some
All these friends,
all these only
they think we
co-workers
friends. I'm
and
like,
friends,
no, we not.
and you're like, nope, I'm married. But they
But I
probably be
definitely be
like,
talking. I be talking.
what?
I be running my mouth. Yes, I be talking.
Because you
And I be not listening because with
and
their problems, I'm
talking and
not
not
listening to their
listening.
problems. Go
Question:
ahead,
Hmm.
Joy. What you got, Joy?
Can you befriend your significant other's friends,
Like what?
like they homeboys?
Like what you mean befriend? Like no.
Like befriend them. Can you befriend
I
your
mean, they come over
homeboy
to the house.
friends?
Of course, I'm gonna be cordial. You want anything to drink, and then yo, you don't want anything. You want any
They
water?
his
You like
groomsmen.
no, y'all don't want anything. Okay, I'm going upstairs. Like I'm gonna talk to my homegirls. Y'all down there, do your thing, and I'm
Yeah.
going about my business. I'm not about to sit around and be dapping up with a bunch of his friends, unless it's it's that atmosphere, right? Unless it's a Super Bowl party, and we're all, you know what I mean. But other than like, if his homeboy is coming to the house, right? Like I mean, that's your friend. So unless we were actually doing in the midst of doing something that, he can't even be here for that, I'm gonna
Hmm.
be like, all right, y'all cool. You need something to drink? We got some snacks. No, you good? All right, I'm going upstairs.
So I
Mind
had a
my business.
situation. So as I've been thinking about like who are my friends, that's just my friends. I was involved with a guy and I met him and his friend at the same time. We all worked together. And the other guy was like my real friend. Like our personalities clicked. Like just how I was saying, like dudes don't be caring about your day. Like he cared about my day. Like, but we were just friends. Like I
What
could bring
about
up a joke from 9 years ago right now, no context, and he'll immediately know what I'm talking about. Like,
with
but
your
that's
old
just my
boo's best
friend.
friend?
I ain't never want him. I didn't like him like that. I don't nothing. We were really genuine friends.
But they're gonna say because he wanted you, right? And that
That is what
I
they're
don't know
gonna
how
say.
men
That's
act
what
with
they're
one
gonna
another.
say. They're
Huh?
gonna say that
there,
there.
she's there. there.
What's gonna happen?
I'm
That's what they're
gonna
gonna
say that.
say. Like, yeah, you didn't see him that way. And that's what I'm asking. Because if you don't see him that way, but yet he sees you in that light, does
Oh no,
that mean
that's
that's not
my
a friendship?
dog. Nah, nah, nah.
Yeah, he
That
like,
is
yeah,
my
that's
dog.
my dog until the right moment.
No, 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 no. That one right there, that's my dog. I knew it was never anything like that at all. And I don't think he liked me like that either. So I'm
You were
positive.
dating his homeboy,
Yeah.
and you and him were tight.
And we befriend. Yeah,
Were
we
y'all
been
friends before
friends.
you dated the homeboy? Like he did he
We all met it. I met the two of them at the same time. Oh
Okay.
God, why so quiet? No,
No,
nobody.
I mean, listen,
Okay.
like I told you, I have a male friend.
Yeah.
His wife isn't necessarily that fond of, I don't want to say she doesn't like me. I'm just
Why
saying
not?
he's
Why
no. I
doesn't
don't want
she
to say
like
it's
you?
me. I think she's more of the type like, all your female friends got, you know what I mean? And so, but I respect that, right? So it's not like, even though we were friends, we were tight, we were close. I don't like, go out my way to make myself known as the friend. Like I don't, try to like infringe on they're married, right? I'm
Mm.
respectful. Like, okay, like I understand, I get it, right?
Okay.
Right? But that's still my friend. Like you can't he's still a friend to me. Like I still consider him a friend. I still consider like when if he calls or whatever, like I said, I might call during business hours. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, no, but what you think about this, right?
Okay.
My question is, would you want your man to totally cut off his quote unquote like female friends? Like they should not be calling anymore. They should not be texting, not even in business hours, like just totally cut off. And Allie, I'm going with you first.
We know
Once
that.
upon a time, yeah.
What about now?
Now I'm a little bit more open, depending on the situation.
Okay.
But once upon a time, I was like, what do they want? They don't want nothing.
Why she calling you?
Why is she calling? Y'all don't work together no more. Y'all don't go to school together no more. She need to get on, man. But I do that with everybody,
She trying
So,
to see if he coming a homecoming girl, and you know what that means.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, what do they want? Like, you know how to use PowerPoint. What the hell you talking about?
You know,
Why you call this person asking them all these dumb questions? It's like, what is this? To me, if I start seeing like just randomness like that, I'm like,
so she
She,
can't
it's like
call it.
she has an agenda. Like she wants something. Whether
She
you
What
be
if
can't
she's
like,
call
not attractive? Does it matter if she's attractive or unattractive?
it matters. Yes, it also
to a
matters
certain
if she
extent, but
if
I
she
feel
dates
like
women or not. But even with that, people go back and forth. So whatever.
to a certain extent, Joy, I think it might matter, but I'm gonna tell you this. I've seen some
They didn't date. Yeah,
unattractive people. I'm not gonna say whether it was inner or outer beauty, but I've seen some unattractive people that men will
risk it all.
risk it all for.
Yes. Nina Simone says, "Hey, ladies." Mama Bear Mama
Hey,
says,
Nina Simone.
"Howdy, Nina Simone." AB to the 7 power. She says, "Shout out to the pile of Pookies. Hey,
Hey,
Pookies, to the Ray Rays. Them the homeboys. Those are not the
those are
homeboys,
humble.
AB. These men are like our college friends, right? If we're friends with them, we work with them. They got real
Yeah.
jobs. They not having all these kids out here. These are upstanding, invisible men." Nina says,
They are
"One."
friend zone.
What was one? What was one? Oh,
One
Nina said
was
they can be friends.
yeah, one. I haven't seen a two, so I don't
They,
know.
everybody think that Davy said she got us skate out on this one.
And a man said one.
Condemned you? I don't know about condemned you.
Oh, the condemned.
He's the condemned now. Let me
Mm.
read it right. It ain't late yet, so I don't have my excuse about not reading right. The condemned says one. He says one.
Men
Okay.
and women can be friends, platonic,
Yes, the David Carmina
non-sexual.
show. He has arrived. He says it matters, but yes, we will. We will what? Make a move. I know. I should make a move, but
Oh,
I
he
won't.
says it matters. The looks matters, but yes, they will smash.
And he says he agrees with me.
Oh yeah, of course, I know.
David saying they can't be friends.
You on his program tonight, girl.
They can't be friends. David, know we watching out for these people. They talking about they just friends. Whatever, be Biz Markie. Real Bravado Network says your job is to not put your current relationship in harm's way. And then my job is to take my current relationship out of harm's way. He like, don't put it in there. I'm gonna take it out of there. Get rid of her.
But is it in harm's way, right? Because if you're a single woman, right? Let's say you've been single for, let's say some months, maybe even like years, right? And you sit and you have these male friends. They know you're they know you're single, right? You think they would have made a move? Like, I should make a move, but I won't. Like,
Not until you get married. Get married. Then they be like, oh, it's for real. Cause
what's
she
stopping?
always date these dudes every 6 months.
Because I would be like, if I had to like defend it, right? I would be defend like a male friend, but I'm not out here about to be defending
Don't go that
male
hard,
friend.
cause
Like,
that's
I ain't
my
about to go
point.
that hard. But
That's
if
my
I
point.
had to like go hard, right?
Uh huh.
I would be like, listen, I've been single for like the last 8 months. This man knows I've been single because he's my friend, and he hasn't even tried to like make a move on me. So why would you think like all of a sudden
Then he
after
would.
all of these years and me being single throughout these years, he's never made a move on me. He's never like, tried me. Why do you think now all of a sudden he wants to try me?
Because now you're dating someone or you met someone that's a real threat.
Mm.
Oh, like somebody like I might think they're like potential. Or
Yeah,
he know
like this
or
is a
he
real
may know, right?
situation.
Because real recognize real, right? Men recognize like
Yeah.
real
And he
men.
been friends with
Hmm.
you and he knows that you talking about this dude like you never talked about any other dude. And
Mm,
he can't miss out on this. This is brown sugar. I'm talking about that
I
movie.
know. I know.
That's the movie I'm talking about. So it's like, okay. Yeah, I've seen her go through, she dated this dude for a year or two, whatever, however this thing fizzled out. This is different. This is different.
Mm.
And
What
then,
are the conditions though? If you're like, okay, like I'm not gonna try to force you to unfriend this person. What are the conditions of when this friendship started that's going to say to make you like, okay, well, they've known each other since they were 6, their parents, so best friends, whatever it is. Like what under what conditions do you not do that?
that you do not be friends, that you don't put any kind of
Try to
stipulations
make
on a
it, yeah.
friendship.
So what conditions does the situation have to be between the two friends? So your who significant other and this other person to make it where you're like, I'm not gonna try to get in between that. You
Well,
saying
y'all
no
know my
conditions?
boyfriend that I had from 6th grade on up, his parents came to my wedding.
See,
You be out here like really. You be having
really?
them.
That's
I was so here's my thing, right?
What are the
I'm not
conditions?
trying to get in if a man comes to the relationship with like a female friend, I'm not necessarily trying to get in between that relationship like that. I think I'm of the mindset of an Allen. If like if y'all just that close, then yes, you should probably like be together because my thing is if that's your friend and she can be your friend and I don't have a problem with that being your friend, but does your friend know her boundaries? Have you set boundaries with your friend and now that you're in a relationship with me? Now my boundaries may be a little bit more lackadaisical than someone else who might be like, nope, cut her off, she better not, lose the number. Mine might be like, I understand, like your friends, right? I guess I'm more understanding because I have a male friend. So she may call every once in a while, hey, how's the wife, how's the kids, how's the dog, house holding up? Yeah. My husband, blah, 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 blah. When you start to go like a little bit deeper and you getting into like more of these like, man, my wife, she ain't give it in like 2 weeks. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? That's like that's more personal. That's like within the house type stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
you don't need to be talking about those things, but like real like just checking up to see what my friend is doing. I mean, it's just about the boundaries that that man sets. And if that friend starts to overstep those boundaries, then then y'all need to go ahead and set your own boundaries together.
And
Cause
I'm
yeah, cause what if he
is the friend a mutual friend?
if
Do they
she
have to
if
be
she
a
my
mutual?
friend, she if she's my friend, she already know better. Like, if she's my friend,
Do you become friends with that person?
Oh, that's too much. It's just the same. It's the same. It's almost the same. Now, listen. If she come to the house, I ain't going upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna say that right
Oh,
now. Right?
okay.
If
You
she's
gonna
coming to
respect
the
her.
house, I'm gonna do what?
You don't. You're not gonna respect her.
It's not
You
even a
know. You
respect
like
thing.
let the boys hang out,
No, no, no,
but
no.
you like.
If she show up to the house, right? Like I said before, if his male friend shows up to the house, I'm going upstairs. If she show up to the house, it's you came to see us both. Like I'm even of that mindset with like a male friend, right? Even when not even when they're not even friends. If I walk up to a guy, let's just say it's my coworker, right? And he's with his wife. Maybe never met his wife a day in my life. I always will acknowledge the wife, very if not first, very very early on, depending on whatever the situation is. I always be like, "Hey, how you doing, ma'am?" Blah blah blah, and then say, this to this man or whatever, right? Like, do you mind if I speak to your husband like 2 seconds? Because it might,
Yeah.
whatever it may be,
Yeah.
right?
Just
Like
being
it's always
respectful.
like
That's
asking,
respectful.
it's like asking permission to.
Yeah.
This is who I am. Here's what I'm about to talk about. Do you mind if I speak with him for like 2 minutes? Now she can still keep her eye on me, and and I can say she should, but I don't blame her. Is what I'm saying, right?
Right.
Because it is what it is. But I always give that. So if a woman comes to my house, to my domain, she's going to know, like, Tyrese is not going. It ain't no y'all
So are
can't
y'all
have.
gonna be mutual friends though? That's the point. Are y'all gonna not be mutual friends? Like if y'all are all in a situation
Um,
where y'all could you can never hang out. You're never
I ain't
gonna
saying
be
we
friends.
can't hang out. She can be as cool of a friend, cool as a friend as that male would be, right? Like we don't. If she's cool like that, then maybe it just depends on how we click. But if I don't really, vibe with her like that, and a lot of times I probably don't. A lot of a lot of people don't vibe with me. So
I'm not gonna
if I don't really vibe with her like that, then you don't really have anything in common, then probably not. But I'm
You'll
not gonna
pick that
stop
pace.
him from. I'm not gonna stop him from his friendship. You know what I mean with her. Like I'm not gonna be like trying to draw a wedge into that. Like, no, you can't come to my like. Why questioning? It's like okay, then we sit here. Hey, how you doing?
Would y'all
Okay.
double date?
If it was important to him, you know, but
And Alan, what are
I've
you?
never came across I never came across a man who's his friends I didn't like. First of
Yeah.
all, I'm lying. I was about to
Come
lie.
on. Come on. Come
I
on.
was about to lie.
Come on. Come on. I'm not the only
I
one.
do know of a man who's his female friend or whatever. I didn't say I didn't like her, but she just wasn't my type.
Why wasn't she your type?
Just was like more like she wasn't my type before they dated. Like this is like from college, you know what I mean? Like so.
So you had history with her, or you
No,
just
not
did you?
necessarily.
Okay, you just knew like this is
She's not
not
my
the kind of
type.
person you got. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be friends with their friends.
Okay. No.
Yeah, like if it's it's the guys, it's one thing, yeah, they coming over there for birthday parties and barbecues, whatever. That's
Mm-hmm.
cool, but they have their privacy. But I don't need like, no, I'm not gonna be like this. Not my friend, and I'm not rude, But it's like those are your friends, and this still though, these opposite sex friends, they need like it need to be like sparingly, like and that's now because it's like
So
what if you
she can't come to the birthday party.
that I not I mean she probably don't want to come. I don't know. I mean I ain't gonna
She
like
can't come to the baby birthday party. That's a god. That's a god.
no, that's not her godchild.
That's a godchild.
It's not her godchild.
No, I'm just saying.
That's not gonna be ever. It's not gonna. Not this person. Like that's not the no.
Would you,
No.
if your husband said this is my best friend, and I want her to be the guy,
I ain't gonna have no. I ain't got no husband that's gonna have like a female best friend. I'm her. She
yo,
is me.
and Alice said, yeah, nah.
I'm his best friend.
I had a guy dated in college and we were really, really good friends. Like we did not get along. We was like oil and water. Like that relationship was a disaster. And we were real friends though. Like we were very cool. All of the things, like honestly and truthfully, like a very, very good friend. We just were like oil and water in a relationship. And I remember he had a baby. And I went to go see the baby at his mama house. He was there, the girl was there, mama was there. I ain't know that girl hated me.
Hmm.
See?
I had no idea. And I had
I'm
no
waiting to hear a happy ending.
I
I'm
had
waiting.
no idea. Well, I mean, the happy ending is, well, it's not happy. Well, I don't
But
know what you would call it. But earlier, I was speaking to this person a little bit earlier. That's why I was like, I don't know which way the conversation is going to go. So I kind of have answered. But this is all before they got married. They ended up getting married, right?
Mm.
And she told him, like, you can't be friends with her no more. He was like, bullshit.
and you
He
know
was
what I
like,
would have said? I'd
she
been
was
like,
here.
marry her.
He
You
was
would
like,
have.
well, for real. He was like, no. He was like, she's my friend. Like she
So
been my friend. She gonna be my friend. Like no, this is what we have. This is what
Are
we do.
y'all friends now?
Yes.
Y'all still talk like y'all talk?
We don't talk all the time. Now I don't. Then we get into a whole nother category, right? That's
Mhm.
why I was asking about what kind of relationship are we talking about? We talk about boyfriend, girlfriend. Are we talking about engaged? Or are we talking about married?
You
Because
say
I don't be talking to no married people.
well, I would say this: like, do you have a male? Let's just go. Let's just go full throttle. Male best friend, female best friend. So, if a man does a man have a female best friend in all the context of a best friend, right? The besties from the Westies, BFFs, and does a woman have a male best friend in all the context of a best friend? That's my best friend. She a real bad.
Did we lose her?
Like,
Joy
what did we start singing? What happened to Joy? Joy.
and pain.
Hang on
Look.
a second.
So
Okay.
no.
No.
No. But I'm realizing about myself, I just don't have a whole lot of friends really, evidently, probably. So I'm just like, no, why can't I be the best friend?
You don't get tired of that? I mean, here's my
I mean,
thing.
I do, and that's another thing too. I realize that about myself as well. You know, I'm like, oh, I want this person to be like that, and my mama used to be like, no, you don't. You don't want them on you like that. You can't do nothing. You don't want that. And then now I'm like, okay, maybe I don't. I'm not your best friend. So maybe
Right.
now, like I said, with age, with the experience, with
You'll
life,
be open to the
I'm
female best
open to
friend.
like not a whole lot. The door is unlocked and there's a little bit of crack, just a little crack in the door.
Pink. So
Yeah,
you're
but
open to a female best friend?
who to him
Yeah.
having to
Yeah.
whoever having one, not a new one
Mm-hmm.
Are you open to allow an old friend to
to return.
to return? Not no new.
Yes,
So no new friends, right?
no new friends,
No
no
new.
new
Okay.
female
Yeah,
best
I don't.
friends.
Do people develop friendships when they get older for real?
That's
Like,
why I don't like it. It's a lie.
because everything I'm thinking in my head and every example was in my like 20s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I agree. I think that if you
And
come on
40,
with a
if
new
I meet
friend,
you on the street, what do you want?
I would say, you know what? Let me think. No, I don't have any male friends that I think that I've met like within recent years.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm probably past that, but I do have like male coworkers who I speak to, and I don't, I really classify them differently. I don't classify them as friends, but I will tell you this: if I will say this, if y- your business is in the business, like there's somebody in your husband or your wife's company, job, or whatever that know all about you. I am of that.
everybody that work with me know.
I'm about to choke messing with you. I'm about to choke. I will promise you this, men. There's if your wife, if you allow your wife to work, I know she might not be too
Traditional.
modern. If you allow her to work, if there's somebody at the job that knows everything about you. Now, if that's a man or if that's a woman, that's what you got to find out. But I promise you, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm agree. I'm going to agree.
Oh, but then what if they don't know about you?
Who?
If nobody knows about
Oh.
you, you to bring this man. It's like I didn't even know she was. I didn't even know she was married.
what about when if they don't know about
You
you?
can play that off good because you just be like, baby, I keep my family and business completely separated. You know what I mean? Like,
Who falling for that time? It's like, um,
I don't mix business and pleasure.
I kind of don't though. So, but that would be a
now,
lie. I
now I
don't
get
mean
that. I get
like
what
I
you're
won't be
saying.
going out with my coworkers a whole lot. Well, they or people that's like I'm above them, but they definitely know my life. They know what's going on in my.
You might as well go out with them.
I might as well because they know. Because I'm like, ugh,
Y'all might as well go down the wine aisle and just go and grab you a bottle
and
of
just
that barefoot Moscato and just crack that open right there, girl.
starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm coming in the door like, ooh, y'all don't even know I had a night. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So we have established that these childhood friendships are okay. Are those okay? They're not okay.
I'm fine with the female friend.
Joy, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm always
You've been
fine with
okay.
it. I mean, like I said, I can't make somebody do anything or undo anything, and
I'm fine with
so
the female friend until you make it not like make me not fine with the female friend,
So
right? Until you
what about the exes? The exes. I'm still on there. Like, are you friends with your ex?
yes,
And would you be okay with your
yes,
person having their ex as like a
yes.
best friend?
Well, now we went from friend to best friend. Now, what is?
They all
I
the
did
same
say
to
we
me.
full throttle. We at best friend.
Yeah, Ty said in
Let's just talk
every
about it.
aspect of the situation, this is a best friend, an ex.
I don't know. Then
And
why is it like
sometimes
that?
Hmm?
Well, it depends on the time, the amount of time that has gone by.
what's
It
the time
depends.
then? Put
It
a number on it.
depends. I think it depends.
2 years, a year,
A
6 months.
decade.
You said what? She
A
said what?
decade.
A
A decade
decade.
or at least
And
10 years.
this is for you
Oh
being friends
no.
with your ex, or if your
I
significant
have,
other.
yes, yes. I'm a likable person, y'all. Like,
What about the person you're dating? Can they have that same relationship with their ex?
I don't care.
Okay.
I really like, I've never been the girl to be trying to go through the beepers, to be trying
Right.
to go
The
through the phones.
beeper.
Ty always
Like
throw us. I mean, sure throw us back.
I
I've
know.
I've never been the like, let me go look and seek out something.
Very much
Yeah,
something.
in your gut. Like
hmm
your gut is your second brain, right?
Yeah.
You know if something's not right. If nothing's wrong, like no need to fix what's not broken.
That's what I said. I'm okay until you make me not okay.
Okay. And
Right?
sometimes you don't have to go look for it. Sometimes it'll fall in your
And
lap.
that's when I'm not okay, and that's when you're gonna have to talk. That's when we're gonna have to have the conversation. You can
About the
have
friend.
whatever friend you like. Now, listen, I will say this: I'm side eyeing the exes, and I am side eyeing like the female friends, right? I'm just gonna say it, right?
hmm
But until you make me uncomfortable about the fact that you're friends with this woman, whoever she is, it's whatever.
The
I'm
That
not
exes.
goes
about
back
to.
to the people that sign up with the the best example that I could think of that people would know. Like I said, is Jess Hilarious and her ex. Like he's gone on to have, I believe, three more children with
Nah, he doing
different
too
women
much for me.
since
What you doing?
the two of them, you know. And like they a package deal, so somebody's signing up for it, like completely okay, accepting.
Those babies, how
Not
many
make
women
sense.
they buy? Is it
Yep,
by the
girl, you gonna
same
break your
woman?
neck, girl. What you
Girl,
Are those kids
no,
by the same woman? Is three other kids?
no.
Those other three
No, they're
kids?
different women.
Cause why? Cause Jess still there. Cause Jess hanging out, running things. Jess gonna always have a
Yeah,
spot.
he didn't put him on. No, that's what I'm saying. I would not date him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
need
Like
to be
they need to be
together.
together. They do. And that's the thing
That's
about
too
me.
much.
Like I'm
That's
honest
I'm
enough to be
uncomfortable with
like,
that.
I think y'all need to be together.
Well,
I
could it
can't
just
handle
not
this. Y'all need
be
to be together.
It
that
could
maybe in
be.
their early 20s they were compatible, and then as they have gone to, I don't think she's 30, but just for the sake of my point, let's pretend. Could you not just transition the type of person that you like, and maybe you just genuinely like, I'm on to something different now?
They could be totally platonic. You are right. That could very well, very much be the situation between them two. They don't want each other, right? But I don't want him. Like,
Okay. Thank you. I'm just y'all
like
making me feel crazy now.
no.
I'm like, that's too much.
Like
I
it could
you
very
you could
well
be
be he's
cool
just
with
gonna have to
her.
he's
Y'all
gonna
can
have to
do
convince
whatever, but
someone
that's too
else.
much. That's too much.
And I'm
That's too
telling you
much.
who he don't have to convince. And it's easy because they are so compatible. It's just hilarious. You don't have to convince nobody. Just be with her. Like I get it. You can be friends, and I understand there's a friendship there, and I understand that. And I'm gonna drop this link real quick because I want to hear what people in the chat have to say. Like,
Yes.
I know people got opinions, but that is too much. I'm okay with your friendships. I'm okay with your opposite sex friendships until you make me not okay. And that between him and that's not okay for me. Like that's
It's
way
too
too much.
much.
She run and it really like she running him.
She is. Like how who can be with him?
Link drop. Oh, maybe not.
Who can be with him?
I couldn't.
He
Mm.
just is running him. Not that I want to run him. I just need him to be free. Now she cashing his checks. He got to go to her to get the money. He ain't working
You
no
keep
other
putting him
job.
on. Yeah.
Jess is in charge. I can't be with him. He's not even in control of his own life. No. It's like Jess get mad. She feel like she don't want to deal with him, and the child today because she want to film with somebody else, Country Wayne, whoever she dated at the time. It's like, come on,
Or
no,
overweight on that
she's
the show
running
that
too
they
much.
did.
She's in charge. I can't. Just
I'm
can't
gonna
be
tell you
with
who
her.
was just friends with her. I'm gonna tell you who was just the guy that she had on that the show with they do like the couples. I think it's called couples retreat or something like that. He ain't want her. They were just friends. That was clear. That was obvious. She wanted a little bit more.
What was it called?
I think it's couples retreat or something. It has like Michael Blackson and his like I don't even know what she is at this point, but like fiance slash wannabe. I don't know if they're married or not. It was Ronnie DeVoe and Shamari. It was just hilarious and some dude she got over East Baltimore. That's like a designer or something like that. And it was Claudia,
Claudia Jordan.
Claudia Jordan, who was looking
This is all these folks sound like something don't nobody want.
and that show and just looked like very very so she you could just tell
Oh, I
that
see him.
you
I
could
was
just
trying to
tell that
find
she just like really was just like look let's just go on this show.
I need somebody to
him.
go with me.
I swear to God, is what it looked like. That was platonic. They try to make it look like it was more, but that was platonic as hell. You
I
could
think
tell.
these dudes done with Jess, to be honest.
I don't know. No, she could. I think she could still get out here and do her thing.
What? Okay, with the baby daddy in tow.
Well, that's another thing, right?
They a package deal.
Well, no. Let me tell you
Why do your
something.
baby daddy have to be
They
a package?
family.
It's a type of dude for every
They're
woman out here.
family.
It's a type of guy for every woman out here. There is a man out here who is okay with the relationship that she has with her ex or what with her son's father.
Yeah,
There's a type of man for that. I
I
promise
believe
there is.
it. I believe it. I
I promise
believe it. I
there's a
think
type of
this
man
this
for that. I promise there's a type of man that says he's not for that and will be for that.
that's
Mm.
true. That's true.
I
It's like it's
swear.
women say they ain't for it, but they be,
That I promise. I
we all
promise there's
bending
a
and
man
folding
that's
and
standing
stretching.
10 toes down like my girl would never, and I promise you he is in her DM.
We got the link drop, ladies and
That is
Link
gentlemen.
so
drop.
funny to me.
The link is dropped. Yeah. I'm like, shoot, these people be doing the most. They're doing the most.
Well, I
Yes.
have a friend. Speaking of like, can you befriend your significant other's ex? I have a friend that she and her daughter's father's wife, they go drinking together. They kick it. They go on vacations together. Like they
Oh,
are
like sister wives?
friends. No, they friends. Like they had a kid a while ago, and now he met a woman, got married to her, got kids with her, and they are friends.
Oh, so both of them have kids by him,
Yes.
and they kick it. Okay, yeah, they sister wives. It's
She
cool.
got her own
No,
man.
they're just
Does
friends.
she have her own man?
Yes, they were both married to different
Yeah.
people. Like They would go to each other's houses,
She
like
got her own man
the
now.
couples and the couples. With yes.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. They sister wives. It's cool. Like I'm not even saying it in like the. I'm not
What
even
does that
saying.
even mean? Hold on.
I'm
My
not
mama
even
used to
saying it
say
in the
wife in
context
laws.
of like they like what's the name, but they are like sister wives. Like they are.
What
Yeah.
does that mean?
That means that they are they cool. They cool with each other and they cool with him and they cool. And I think that is a beautiful. I think that is a
That's a
beautiful
blended
relationship.
family, right?
Right. I
That's
think that's a. I'm with you. I'm not knocking it. I think that's a beautiful friendship.
But
I'm not
right,
knocking it.
but
I think that is, but nothing. They're sister wives, but
I
they're sister
think
wives.
they are sister wives. We say the wife in laws, like they had the same man.
They wife and
mm,
it's cool. I'm not knocking them. I promise you, I'm
Yeah,
not knocking that relationship. I think that is a beautiful thing where everybody, a blended family, comes together,
that's awesome.
and
That's
I
very
that is.
mature.
I'm not even trying to be funny,
Yeah,
but for you, like they kicking it like karate, and they going on trips together, girls tripping on. Yeah, they sister wives. I don't
what?
know.
Oh my god! Just because they had children?
No, just because they like each other, like they are friends. They
But
going
that
out
sounds
on
like it
trips.
has a negative undertone. Like
No, I
he
don't.
dabbling in both of them at the same time. That's not
No, like I'm saying, like because they like each
they
other.
sisters and they're friends,
They're
and they are
friends. They go out
former
on trips.
wives of the
They
same
kick it. Like they
husband
go out
or
and they got
current
the
husband.
same, father to their child.
I,
That's big
oh.
of them.
That is like very. That is sister wife.
It's
Like
rare, but I think it's great.
I think it's good. Listen,
It's
I'm not
very
saying.
rare. Like
Yeah.
I vividly remember, she set out to make sure, like, hey, look, I'm gonna make sure that even though the two of us are not together, we are all gonna spend holidays together. And I was like, yeah, right. That ain't.
Mm,
And sure enough, like
yeah.
her and her husband would go to their house for drinks and play cards.
Mm.
That's why I was like, could you double date? And I was saying all of that because I was thinking about
But think about her. No, I think they're
yeah.
sister wives. I honestly think like, and I say that because let me tell you something. Like, I believe that if there's two like women, one man, and they both had children, they should definitely get along, right?
Right, right.
They should definitely get along. It should not be any drama. I'm not here for the baby mama drama. If you're a man and you got baby mama drama, that's just not like
Yeah, you need to
that's just
fix it.
it's
Right,
not right because I don't bring baby daddy drama,
right.
right? I want you to everybody to get along, be respectful, want the kids to be able to know that they have siblings, stuff like that. But what I'm probably not gonna do,
Come on, Ty.
oh
Come
I'm
on.
no.
probably
Come on, Ty.
I'm probably not gonna kick it. Like we're not going like you would like no, that's when we become sister wives. And I'm not saying this, that's just Tyreek, that's me.
But what
Okay.
if it happens accidentally and you don't even realize that y'all are developing this friendship
That's
I
and
not
then
gonna
now y'all are
happen.
like
gonna
real
happen. It's
friends?
just not. It's like I want to be cool. Like we're cool, right? You want to do a birthday party? Get our children together. That's cool. That's an attainable goal, right? That's cool. That's
Right.
an attainable goal. But what I'm not about to do is like, yeah, girl, we going on a girl trip to Jamaica and getting massages.
This is my ex-husband wife.
This is my
Are you
ex-husband.
saying that the way you
That's
This
introduced
my son's a sister's
I already
mama.
know. I'm pretty much sure
This
that
my
they.
son's sister mama. Like that.
I'm pretty. Listen, I bet you they eliminate all that and be like, "Oh no, this is my sister wife."
That's
No,
that's
They
the
just
best.
go
That's the
straight.
best way to explain
That's
it.
the
They have
best way
they
to
have a
explain
husband in
it.
common and they're
That is the
friends
no,
like
if
sisters.
they she probably doesn't. I'm just being funny right now, right?
no.
But I would say
Men,
if
could
I'm
that be
out,
y'all? I think men are more apt to be like that than women.
oh brother,
What, to
husband,
be friends with the new man?
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
They will. They friends. They do that. They
They do
also
that.
hang out at the barbershop all day and
Yeah,
be with each other so much. They gonna definitely be
men, these
friends.
men love each other.
They do. The brotherhood. They stick
The
together.
brotherhood.
Yeah, they together now. Now what they gonna? Yeah, yeah, and they gonna want you to be friends with their new wife, but they also gonna want to sometimes talk to you too in a inappropriate way. But yes, let's see. Let's go down to the bottom of this chat. David says what? David says what? David says they can cry on my shoulder. Who? Both the wives, the sister wives. We know they can. He also says, "Oh, salute, Sim, see ya, Sim, see ya."
Just, I bet you Sim know about them sister wives.
What's Sim say? Sim, let's go up here and find Sim. He says, "What? Welcome." He says, "Salute to my unsolicited opinion podcast and chat family. I am behind in the chat. You're catching up, my dear. We are talking about can men and women be friends." If you going on a date with a lady and you've been hiking with her, y'all been conversing,
Liking.
and y'all have had a situationship. After that is over, Sim, also known as Saya, Sim Saya, whatever you like, can y'all be friends? Do you think you and the women can be friends? If like, okay, it didn't work out between us. Or if you dating a lady, she got a homeboy, that's her best friend. She going hiking with him this weekend, not you. Because they always do this. They've been doing that since before she met you. And then she met you on the weekend and he didn't show up. Now, can that lady keep her old friend hiking buddy? You want to start a hiking tradition with this lady. But she says, no, me and him always go. And he's like, but I gonna go too. And she like, no, that's our time,
That's all right. Now you caught up, Sim. Welcome to welcome to my unsolicited podcast. My unsolicited
I
opinion.
cannot take y'all.
Sim says, David, do I need to skip to the live feed or the latest cap? They always everything for us comes in threes. They give us side eyes in threes. They give us three caps, three blue caps.
Sim not even up to this part yet. Wait till he get here, girl. Wait
What? He's gonna be
till the
like,
part.
I
Oh, he's
cannot
double
believe
time.
them. Yes, we got the Indian
We
Jesus
got
up in here. He
Isaac
says
in the house.
salute. Yes. The Indian Jesus, he says, salute, ladies. Welcome to the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. Everybody in the chat, y'all go ahead and hit that like button and
Hit that
subscribe to our
subscribe.
channel, guys. And let me see, am I looking at this thing correctly? Let me take a pause one moment
Pause for
for
the
our
cause.
pause. We got to take a pause. We got to recognize those who are strongly supporting the channel.
Thank you.
They
Yes,
better.
yes. We have
They better work
another
for that.
another one from my dear brother TJ, the Real Bravado
Oh,
Network.
TJ's coming
Absolutely a stream
through.
sponsor.
Thank
Yes, he is our
you.
stream sponsor. Ty's gonna go ahead and update the stream.
Of
Every
course.
stream, guys, we always put the guys in the banner or ladies in the banner who give us the highest cash app because we're not monetized yet. But guys, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. He says, for each point got me talking back. Excellent stream, ladies.
Got him
Yes.
fired up. So I guess it's
Thank
gonna be a part two
you.
on his channel.
Yes, and you know what? We are available because if you're streaming, we will come up there and give our side and our unsolicited opinion.
We
Because
gonna
you
make
didn't
it
ask for it, we're
spicy.
gonna give it. We're gonna offer
Yeah.
our opinion to you. We can go ahead and keep the conversation going, guys. Thank you, TJ, the Real Bravado Network. Y'all subscribe to his channel. Hit him up. He has some good content
Yes, we
over
do. Definitely,
there.
definitely.
Gang,
Yes, yes, we're
gang,
gonna
gang.
update the banner. We also want to thank our last
In
stream
the oven.
sponsor, who is Mr. Thane Mither. So far, he has not entered the chat, but thank you to him as well. But thank you, Real Bravado Network. David says not at all. David, we know you don't have a problem with these sister wives. Any men in the chat got a problem with sister wives? We know y'all don't. But what about these brother husbands? We don't get to hear anything about these guys. Those guys are part of the Invisible Man crew, the brother husbands. Some of these women want two men. They want their new husband and their old man to get back together, be friends. And she want like have them both like these sister wives. Y'all need to be going out, hanging out, kicking it with your homeboy. Cause I got children by both of y'all.
My sexy is strong says what?
She says, I agree with Ty.
She agrees with
Ty
Ty.
gets a
Embrace
point. There's a
it.
point for Ty. She says, I appreciate the family dynamic, but I'm not vacationing with the baby daddy new wife. That's
Y'all
too
can't go for
much.
drinks together. Y'all can't go to the
No.
restaurants together.
Why? No, I got to. I
I
don't
got
need no
friends.
new
I got a
friend.
best friend for that.
But
It's
that's
your
what I'm saying.
husband.
So you would literally intentionally block this blossoming relationship just
That ain't.
because y'all
But I
y'all
just tell
share
you, I
kids with
just said
somebody.
it. That's sister wife, right? Now listen, I'm not knocking sister. I think it's a beautiful thing that everybody can come together as a blended family. But baby,
I just need you to be taking care of my child when they over there with you and his brothers and
right.
sisters, and that's it. I don't need to go out with you.
That's like I said. If you want you doing a birthday party, you might need some help. I'll help you, honey. Right? That's my you know it's my child too. I'm like for real. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not. We're not about to be. You know what I mean? Like I just wouldn't even allow it. I don't know if I would even allow it to get to that point. Right? We could definitely be cordial if something's going on, something's happening, whatever. Right? You want to put me down on to pick up the child sheet from the
Yeah. Yeah.
school. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm able to pick up the child because maybe they should probably go to the same school, right? Maybe I don't know,
Right. Right.
but
Right. I'm okay with that too.
I'm
That'll
okay
be
with all of that, right? But baby, I'm not. We're not going to.
I'm not riding with you to pick them up. Either you pick them up or I pick them up. And if both the kids, my child, brother, at the house with me,
Yeah,
they both could be there, because I got me a new husband too, right?
right. I'm doing
So
my
and
own
and
thing
I
over
yeah, because
here.
everybody got to be partnered off too, right? Because you got a new wife and I got a new husband.
She say
Because
they all go out together. Now I stopped it
I'm
at
not
sister
doing
wives.
that. I
I
ain't doing
stopped it
that.
at sister, but we could go. We can go real further if they
No,
all hang.
no. We just
And
I we will I
listen,
will let the kids, we can do
you
that.
send me
Yeah.
swinging, me
Are we
swinging.
being that cool with the new people? We sister wives and
You
we
send me
no.
swinging.
Uh-oh, thing said what he has entered the building. He said, hell no.
What is he saying?
What probably on
No
the brother
to.
husbands? Man, y'all see? It's double standards. These double standards. The link is dropped. Whoever wants to
We
offer
got
their
you. The link is
What
up.
is
unsolicited
he
opinion,
saying? Hell no to.
he don't want no brother husband. Well, he
No.
probably gonna hang out with the dude. These men do be cool with each other. They are so cool
We
about that kind of
do.
stuff. I'm not so flexible all the time.
We know you are not. You like hell no.
I'm getting better though.
You really don't even want to know the other wife. You be like, I really
According to N. Allen, this man ain't never seen a woman in his life until they met. That's it. He done had on
He
blinders.
has, but
That
he
man
don't need to keep
don't know
looking at
nothing.
the women.
If it ain't your sister or your mama,
don't even look at
And
my
don't
sister
even.
or my mama.
Sometimes, shoot.
Some people come for some fam,
she
some
said,
wild
you
stuff.
better not even have, female paramedic trying to get him mouth to mouth, honey. We want
Baby,
the
I
I'm
got
not.
it.
man.
I'm certified.
You
You
need to do the
certified?
chest compressions. You don't need no mouth to mouth since 2019.
She,
That part ain't even
she,
necessary no more. I'm
she's
like,
a
now you go.
doctor.
You just wanted to do that.
You know I'm a doctor. Like, baby, she the doctor. What I need you to do the chest? What I need you to mouth to mouth for?
He fine.
You
He'll
just
be
split
okay.
that with me on the.
You talking about
You
he
need to do the chest
fine.
compressions. You
Cause
don't need to do
listen,
mouth to mouth.
you ever
It's
had to listen? I know it's off subject, but you doing chest. You know how many chest compressions? Like, you know how much that takes out of a person?
please.
Mouth CPR. How many rounds? That. Ooh, that's
She
a
said, well,
lot.
you his real friend, you give it all you got.
She doing mouth to mouth like this.
With a tongue. Child, please.
No,
Child,
God, honey.
please.
And Alan said, it can't be no women. We're going to check the street before we move. Before we buy
No,
that
that's
house,
not
we
what
got to
I'm
make a
saying. But
room.
I ain't like it. Let's not be ridiculous. All these
Right,
old
right.
friends
No,
and
we
ex
good. We
friends and
good.
new friends. I'm not. No, that's just asking for trouble. And
I
like I said,
understand.
sometimes you don't have to look for it. Sometimes it fall in your lap. So
Do y'all think all them Kardashians are friends with everybody? Because, I mean, it's the chain of custody with them. Like, you
They ain't
got
even friends with Black
this
China.
one go with this
hmm.
one and these loop back to this one down
And
here.
Tiger,
They ain't friends
They
with Black
always,
China.
yeah, I heard that Tiger's ex-wife was,
dating somebody that dated
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah. I seen
Tristan
the little.
Thompson, wasn't him?
Yeah,
yes.
Tristan Thompson. Yeah, that's what it was.
So
Girl,
y'all think all of them are friends? Like everybody, like
they friends,
there's
girl.
bound to be some friendships in there somewhere.
Jordan Woods, like, is she still in the friendship circle?
No,
No,
they
she
kicked her
not.
out.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. So they ain't as liberal and free as we thought, right? They
They
judge it.
well,
Why they put her
I think
out?
she kissed Tristan or something, right?
He
Something.
kissed her.
Yeah, that's what
These
I.
friends. All
But they was
right.
hanging out, right? They was all hanging out.
Uh huh.
Is that right? Or it was just her?
It was a group of them at the house.
so is that so now she befriended him because that's her friend's boyfriend? Right? Is
No, that
that
was her
is,
friend's sister's man, baby daddy.
that's what it
Right.
was. See, I can't keep up, chat. I need a
It's so
down.
much.
She was
Right.
friends with one of them
He was
other
friends
young
with
girls in
Kylie,
college.
right? And
Yeah,
Yes,
Tristan is what's the big
Chloe,
Chloe.
the one that changed their face? Chloe. There you go.
Chloe. Yeah,
Chloe.
I mean, they all changed their face, but you know what I mean.
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, she's a little much.
So yeah, sisters friend over here. We thinking it's just another little kid over here hanging out because she's little sister friend. She over here,
Now, aren't they all friends with Courtney's ex? What's his name?
Scott.
Scott.
Not Disick or whatever.
Scott.
Lovable Scott. Like we
Scott is
can't get rid of
different.
Scott. Scott is still in the family.
He is toxic. He their brother. He's with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Scott. He is toxic, but
Yeah.
he's in the family. But he also his mom and he lost his parents, so they kind of like adopted him like straight up.
Mhm.
But he also go rogue too. He will go rogue on them all the time. Get his
Scott.
side when he go off with his women. His 6-month relationships over
Let me,
here.
but hold
He
on.
dropped them.
I don't even know if we asked the question. Are you, Joy? Are you friends with any of your exes?
Yeah.
Like one, two, like
I'm
percentage wise.
well, currently I'm on the outs with somebody. But everybody else, yes. But these are people that I have known
Mm-hmm.
since middle school, high school. Like I don't meet people off the street. I have to have some sort of connection with them.
Oh, okay.
Like
Got you.
I have never in my entire life met somebody like, oh, I'm at Target. Hey, what's up, girl? Give me a
And
never in my whole life.
so the men that you dated at, they've been okay with you being cool with all your exes that live in
I ain't
Texas.
never had nobody have a problem with it. I ain't never heard nobody say they had a problem with it. I ain't never nothing. No.
Mm.
There's no reason to like I listen, I'm gonna go on the record and say I'm probably the most loyal person alive. Like for real. Like I'm not good at the serial dating. Like, if I like you, I like you. Like, you gonna know it, though everybody's gonna know it. I don't give anything that's gonna make somebody feel uncomfortable or insecure, anything like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I stand on that. Like, it's a lot of other questionable things about me, but that ain't one of them.
I ain't perfect.
That ain't it. That ain't one of them. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So in Allen, are you friends with any of your exes?
What you mean?
Are you friends with anyone, any man that you were in a relationship with? Because I know you've been in the long ones. So it's probably like maybe one or two. Are you friends with those one or two?
I mean, I'm not friendly. I
If you see him, you be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
I don't ever see him.
Oh,
But yeah, I would. I think if I did see him, I would. I would
you
speak
would
and I would
speak.
probably talk and catch up a little bit. But that would probably be it.
Oh,
I
but
would talk to
you
them,
don't call me on the phone or nothing like that.
and I'm not calling them. It's mutual. It is like no hard
What
feelings.
you do
Like
to
they
them?
ain't calling me either. And I'm not calling them.
And then,
So
like I said, we in our well, we of age now. I mean, it's kind of
yeah.
like everybody has their own life. Like I don't
Hmm.
think anybody's sitting around just like laying around on the phone. Every day it was 3 o'clock from like when you go to school, you ain't got nothing to do from 3 o'clock to whenever you got class the next day.
No, there are a lot of people that are on the
They be
phone every
early in the
day,
morning, late at
long
night.
time,
Yes.
long
Well,
time. Yes,
I be having
men,
shit to do.
grown men
Yeah.
past 40s, and women.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, listen. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I'm not known to have my headphones. Well, not at work because I can't take that stuff inside the building. But when I'm like out and about, I have my headphones in, and I will be out and about just talking, and they will be with me the whole day. So until them headphones run out.
The Indian Jesus says y'all can be friendly, not friends.
Where
And then
they keep
maybe that's
saying
it.
that?
Friendly. Like, okay, so
So I'm pretending to be your friend, and I'm
no, it's
saying
like
I
friends
don't.
is like to me is like more serious. Like we are talking all the time, like several times a week or in extended periods of time. That's what that feels like to me. And I'm not okay with that.
Indian Jesus, can you define like the characteristics of friendly versus friends?
Now
Like
here's the thing.
what's the distinction?
I have a lot of friends, right? Let me yeah, I have not say a lot. When I say I have like I have many friends, but not every friend I sit and talk on the phone with. Like I have a group of friends where we have a running group chat, right?
Yeah,
And and let until we like link up, it's everything is in a group chat. So we don't necessarily sit and talk on the phone
yeah.
all the time. But they know if I'm calling or if they're calling me, I know it's something like important that the group they can't wait for me to get back to the group chat, right?
Mhm.
But then I have friends that I will talk to every single day, all day, every day, right? Depending on what I got going on. That's a different type of friend. Then I got friends that like I see on social media. Like and every time I post or every time they post me liking, subscribing, and commenting. What kind could you have a social media ex friend, like a male friend? Like that's it's always
What do you
liking.
mean?
Like a
Oh,
that's
I
always
got now.
liking
They
your
on
I
there.
have social
They
media
on there.
friends. I have
oh
people
They
I ain't never met in my life.
they
they on there though. The
you said
exes too.
what?
They on there.
I have, yeah, like social media friends. I ain't never seen them in my life.
Oh my god.
I ain't never seen these people, but they know you, they know how old your baby is. They
Yeah.
know everything. They see him grown up.
Those are
Yes.
subscribers. They not friends.
They see
Yes. We
subscribers.
friends. What you
They
mean?
subscribe to your
You was there. You was there when I had my baby. Like,
life,
what you
right?
on Facebook with me before Instagram? Like, we friends.
They are subscribers.
Real bravado. That them CPR compressions. Whew,
Yes, that's a whole upper body workout.
baby.
Yes. See, David says that is what I'm saying. He's talking about these friends. Let's get to it, guys. Y'all, the link is dropped. Y'all must be
Anyone come
scared.
up?
Y'all don't want to talk about this.
If you have told your significant other you have what are if you told them your boundaries about their opposite sex friends, what are they? That's what I want to know. What are the boundaries? Like where can they not, you know,
Where's
can
your
I
line?
have can I have a friend of the opposite sex? Is that going to threaten, the relationship?
Thing says, well, Joy, have them exes pull up to testify that you are the most loyal.
Ooh,
I
would
am.
they say that though?
I'm not.
Would
I don't cheat on people.
black women don't cheat though? We
Yeah,
already
we
said
don't. That's
that.
true. Yeah, that's
You
right.
started there. We don't. We don't though. We don't. Now that's what loyalty is. I'm loyal on that, but some it might be some other stuff that I didn't
I done been
get
loyal to
behind.
people I wasn't even in a relationship with. Like you can't tell. That's it. I'm
You
locked.
know what? So look, so listen, guys. I want to go ahead and just go ahead and give a shout out, please to Mr. Thane Minthra who is coming through. He's coming through. First of all, he's coming through being active in the chat. He came in hot, like oh hell no,
Smoking.
right? He came in and said oh hell,
Smoking.
right? And he's just been active in the chat, and he's also been active in supporting the channel. We want to thank you so much, Mrs. Thane Minthra, for the $400 cash app that he supplied
Well, thank you.
earlier tonight. So thank you so much. I'm going to
Yes.
go ahead and send out this, and I'm going to have to go ahead and make you the sponsor of tonight's stream. So I
Mhm.
appreciate that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Man,
You know,
we just come out here. We're really just giving our unsolicited opinions, right?
Yeah.
And we could be doing anything else on a Saturday night. Y'all know I already talked about my Saturday morning was like zing zing. I was all over Baltimore City, right? Well, we come out here on a Saturday night, and we just really, I mean, we're just talking. It's really girl talk because we've had conversations like this offline where we just sit and we talk, and we're like, oh dang, what time is it,
yes.
right? And you guys just kind of like getting like a glimpse of it, and we want to hear what you have to say. And so when people like Thane come through, like Real Bravado Network comes through, and even like We had the other night, we had Mama Bear Moments come through, supporting the channel with the Cash App.
AD popped in
And
on us
he popped
today.
through,
Big
showing that,
AD.
that sisterly love there. And it's always just motivating for us to sit down and like have these conversations, but lighthearted conversations. We're not trying to marry anybody off here. We're not trying to like send anyone else. We're just giving like you guys a sneak peek into sort of like what, women of today like talk about. I say women of today, but y'all already know what y'all call women of today, right? But we come so differently. We come in so many different flavors, right? And we just talk about these kind of things. And we want to hear, we don't want to be an echo chamber. So we want to hear what the men think. Sometimes they got to course correct us. And sometimes we got to course
And
correct.
sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we don't listen. Like we gotta block our energy. But Mr. Thing, Mr. He came through and
Yeah.
blessed us, and I'm gonna go ahead and make him the sponsor of today's
Thank you,
space.
sir.
So thank you so much.
Love it. And you see, we talking about what you suggested.
Yeah,
This is
this is his
for
topic.
those of you all that came in relatively recently at the beginning of this. I said that we'd ask for some suggestions, and this was his suggestion to talk
Sure
about
was.
if men and women can be just friends. So we want more people to come on, give us your suggestions. We definitely want it to be a two-way conversation. So please give us your ideas. But this one is for you, Thing. And we need to hear. What's this in the back? We got
Is
somebody
that
back?
him in the back?
We got
And
somebody
There
back?
you go.
while we bring him up, guys, can y'all go ahead and do it for us one time? Put Thane in the chat for us,
Go
y'all.
Hey,
ahead and put Thing in the chat.
Yes, yes. Y'all ready to bring
I
him
was
on
just
up?
about to
Yeah,
be
bring
like,
them
come
on
on
up.
up here. And then I looked
Yes.
and here, come on now.
Yes. Welcome.
Hello, queens. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
How are y'all
Are
doing?
Yes.
you still
Yes.
not seeing me? Is that still a thing?
No, I can see you, Ty.
Okay, great, great,
Y'all
great.
looking great, color
Thank
coded as
you.
Thank
usual.
you. Thank you.
What's going on? So tell us, what do you think? Can men and women, can they be friends? And if so, or if not, like what boundaries need to be set when you're in a relationship with someone?
This is the only reason I'm pulling up. It's because of this topic, and my answer is hell no.
See?
We
He
saw.
agrees with
He
me.
saw you
Absolutely
came in hot.
100,000%
Okay.
never. And
All
here's
right.
why.
Yes.
Young boys will tell you yes. Grown men will tell you it's a waste of time, and no.
Okay.
This is why. Through your life experience, I come from a culture where boys and girls are raised separately. Up until the age of boarding school, the only time you start
Mm.
interacting with women is in college.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
And the
I
reason for that
mhm.
stratification is women are set aside from men to learn how to be women. Men are raised up until college age to be men. You learn how to interact with other men. You learn how to take your lumps from other men. Because I don't know about y'all if you're into private school or boarding school. That's not a predominant thing in the West. But men are rough. And you learn how to be a survivor. Life is tough. You will have your fights. You'll have your starvation in boarding school. You'll have your survivor series, and you'll still have to excel because you'll learn quickly that the world owes you as a man zero sympathy. Not your boys. Your teachers will be whipping on you. You learn how harsh the world is real quick. You don't have mommy and daddy to cry at on any given day. As a matter of fact, if you do not do well, mommy and dad will come and lay down the law. You will think that when your parents come to visit, you'll have this sympathy card you want to play, and they'll be like, nah. Some of us walk 3 miles to school, and you know how your parents had it even harder than you, and they'll tell you
Right.
and the story gets tougher as you grow older. It'll be, I used to walk 1 mile to school, it'll become 2 miles to school, and 3 miles to school. The difference is my dad is a professor. He will
Mm.
tell me he got A's, and he would back it up, would pull up all he that man never got a B in his life. So you have zero excuses when he tells you you have to be excellent.
So you're saying with the fact that men and women were brought up separately until about you said college age?
Up until college age, that is when
Okay.
you high
That's
school, end of high school,
okay.
college age, that's when you really start interacting with women at a relationship level. Before then, your focus is on developing as a man. And the same thing for ladies is your focus is on developing on being a woman.
Hmm.
It's more matriarchal. We're very stratified. You have the matriarchy side where the matriarchs teach the ladies how to be ladies,
Hmm.
how to move around as ladies. The men in the male-centric environment in schools, etc., teach men how to act as men.
Okay. And then and because you were basically raised that way, that's why the two sides could never necessarily be like friends.
No, that's my Western learned experience.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay, okay, I see.
So, what I've discovered at a later age is having friends around, especially when you're a man as a woman, is a waste of your time. And this is why. There's nothing a woman who's a friend of mine can teach me that I cannot learn from all my wonderful aunties, cousins, and my family members. There is nothing a woman who is a supposed friend of mine can let me know. If anything, in my life experience, anything I've experienced when it comes to having so called friends is a one sided relationship. And this is how I'll put it. Most women will categorize you in a certain way as a friend. It's either they want something from you, you are a future option, and you're being kept in the breadbasket as a future option. And no man should ever have that level of ego to be want to be put on a friends list for a woman. Because one of the things we have discovered about women is women love attention. Attention is currency. When you have access to free and divided attention from men, that fuels your ego. Look at the dating market today. Women thrive off likes just because there are 15,000 men giving them free unsolicited attention. Those men, you could be doing other things with your time, building yourself up, getting money. And when I was younger, a lot of my focus when I first came to the West was lost chasing said women, being Mr. Nice, Mr. Friendly. You call me and I'm your emotional support tampon, as we put it, because I have to listen to all your problems and all your bullshit, not because you're willing to change, but because I'm the idiot who's there to listen to your nonsense. Trying
Look,
to be Mr. Nice Guy. Nah, that's not how it's supposed to work. And I realized when I looked at all my so called friend relationships, and before I go on, let me clarify it a little bit. I'm not saying be unfriendly to women.
okay.
Indian
I
Jesus
didn't get
might
that from
be
you.
hitting the bong today, but he made a very good point. Be friendly, but do not befriend them. Don't give women access to you. Don't give men free access to you. Why? It is a waste of your time, and it's very easy, especially if you're not developed, to waste your time on the wrong things. I did that. I had to learn. I asked myself in one given year, I work a lot, I party a lot, I'm spending a lot of money, I'm chilling, and I have this circle of so called big friends. But guess what? When life gets tough, when the chips are down,
Yes.
you, my woman friend, ain't having my back. I can have your back or wherever,
Mm-hmm.
but some even that simple phone call to say, "Hey, I get it." You realize quickly the world does not owe you sympathy. So for me, when I evaluated all of my relationships and I looked at how things were, I have my chicks. Why do I want to have friends when I have a girl in my life who's supposed to be my road dog?
And Alan.
Why do I want to give her the stress of having to worry about another female who's a supposed friend? My slate is clean. When I'm dealing with you, ain't nobody in my corner unless I choose to.
Okay.
And if I have somebody in my corner, then you as my girl are not doing the correct thing. Because guess what? That's your replacement.
Look,
But
look, you dropping Mike. Look at NAllen.
Right, right.
You speaking my
Put a
language.
battery in her back.
She
But
over
let
there
me ask
like,
you this: does it matter the age? Like when you develop these friendships, are you saying that if it was a friend of yours from, elementary school, teenage years, your formative years, you would drop your friend that you've known for 20, 30,
I've
40
known
years, whatever?
girls from 10, 15 years who are supposed friends who now want me to be a sperm donor 20 years later. No!
he said you can't have it for $75.
No!
Right.
I've had so-called friends come at me saying, I know I know you're a good man. You're gonna be a wonderful father. You do not have to be in my child's life. Just, give me the sperm. That's it. Want your genes. And I'm like, you claim to have known me for 15 years, and you know I would never bring a child into this world I'm not responsible for. Why would that even come out of your mouth?
Hmm.
That must have been one of them sad babies TLA was talking about.
Things like those.
The women be having inside.
Oh my goodness.
Things like those.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, like I said, when I evaluated every relationship I have, is unfortunately for women, it might be conscious or subconscious. And I'd like you to, guys to go do some introspection. Evaluate all your male friends, all the friends you have around you, both male and female, and weigh which relationships are one sided. When my boy calls me and he needs something, I got him. When I need something, my boy, who's like my family, we will die together because we've been through the dirt.
I told y'all.
I've had boys walk into my life who owed me nothing, but were like, you know what, bro, I got you. There's
Okay.
one of the guys I call my brother. He's one of my chosen brothers. He didn't know me from Shito Shinola, but because I was going through things, he said, "Look, come to my crib, get away from that point in time. I was going through shit. Come chill here, relax. 5 months from now, we're gonna be laughing about all this bullshit." True enough, we were. That's somebody who did not have any agenda, was not invested, did not have any benefit, pure of heart. But for a lot of women, there's always some utility. I'm gonna keep staying around because maybe in the future he's gonna be future baby daddy. Maybe in the future he's gonna be daddy money bags. Maybe in the future I can use his contacts to get me X, Y, and Z. And it gets so annoying to me because a lot of women will come 10 years later. Oh, by the way, a friend of mine was asking about you because she wants such and such and such. I'm like, cool, keep it pushing. Tell her to go ask somebody else. A friend of mine wanted such and such and such and such. Could you get somebody a job? Could you? It's always could you? It's always something. Even chicks I knew from back in high school.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think that you said that women will try to keep a man around for some type of utility? What about when men have like female friends? What do you think their utility is for this man?
It's a man who's got options. There are two types of
Mm,
men who've got options. There are men who keep women around for their utility because their utility is their feminine wiles. And if they have a man woman, that's going to be her choice because either she's doing something wrong or that is the agreement they do have. But most men who have studied female nature, who truly understand female nature, will tell you that keeping around women who offer you zero utility is a very, very bad idea. Very dangerous.
I
mm.
like it.
Okay. Okay. No, I mean, I can respect it. I can respect it. But I think when you touched on like going through your friends and trying to really like classify them, um, like what are they here for? Trying to determine what they're here for and whether they be there for you. I think that's something that we all should do, and not just with like the opposite sex, but with like everyone, right? It's just like, is this friend worth the friendship, really? So no, but as for me, when I look at when I say I have like male, let's just say the men in my life,
Yep.
I know I think I can pretty much pinpoint who's who. Like I can say exactly why he's my friend, right? Like, and it may not be necessarily like because he just wants to be my friend. I could be like, yeah, no, like if I say yes, he'd say yes, and it'd be a yes. I pretty much
So what?
I want to. I don't want to sound
Here's
like.
another thing about, if I could interject while you're
Hmm.
finalizing that thought. Here's another thing a lot of women do not realize about men. I'll put you up on some little game at this stage. A man will sit there and pretend to be a friend for 10, 15 years just to smash it, and when he does, he will walk. I'm that guy.
Oh Lord.
You think they lie dormant,
I'm there.
and
No,
They
we're very
do.
good at the long term. I'm famous for telling my boys, don't chase her. She'll come to you. Never run. There are women you chase, but there's some you sit, lay back in a cut, and they'll serve themselves up to you. There's always going to be a time,
Mm,
and it
mm,
happens like clockwork.
mm.
So all these men who are claiming to be your friends, who you think are your brothers, and they love you dearly, and they never touch you, mess up. It is very simple. I see this on a lot of shows. It is very true. Every last chick who has said, "This is my brother, he would never do that." Hit him up at 2 a.m. when he's drunk and say, "Man, look, you've been thinking about this," and he'll say, "Okay, I've been thinking about the same thing too." Y'all are prey. You just do not know it. You just haven't met the right savages to deal with y'all on that level.
I'm trying to tell them. I've been
Look,
trying to
look,
tell them.
look,
Now,
look.
then
Here
please
she go.
school them, cause they
Here she
please
go.
school
Look.
them because there are two types of men. There are those who sit back, especially if you think you're putting them on the B list. They'll play the long game with you, just to prove a point when they get you, because
Mm-hmm.
you didn't give them the first right of refusal. That's me. Okay, cool. Because I believe I'm worth something. If you're not gonna give me the first right of refusal when I came up to you, correct, day one, telling you I want you, all good. You can try to friend zone me. I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not even gonna be high on a weekly basis. We can talk 3 years later. You finna find me, and I'll hit it.
You reason you about to come fine. They
You
got
will
to
find
come
me, and I'll hit it,
find
and
me.
I'll walk, and you'll keep on wondering what hit you, and that's how the game is played. So be very careful. All this
So does
so-called
that not having a
friendships.
bruised ego?
It's not a bruised ego. It's just an ego thing. Men are hunters. We're conquerors.
Okay. And they think they friends.
And y'all think you're friends. You are prey.
They are not friends. That's why I'm like, don't do
You're not
it.
friends. You're
I guess
prey.
that even me categorizing them as friends, there's always regardless if they want something or not, there's always a boundary with me, right? Especially if I'm in a relationship with someone, and that I'm just there's a you know maybe we are friends, and then who was that?
Oh, paging Doctor So and So.
Dr. Thing.
I'm here.
Oh, that was you
I'm
with the.
listening. I go
Okay.
nowhere until you ladies excuse me.
No problem. I would say so. Like I was saying, I still keep a boundary with these men, whether they want something, whether I feel like they want something from me or not, because just out of like respect for the relationship that I'm in. Now that boundary, is it's whatever. But I'm saying like I feel like you can have these friends. They can be platonic to me. I don't care what they want from me, right? They can be platonic to me, and I could still have like a relationship because I keep the boundaries on those type of like friendships, so to speak.
I understand that point, but it's also a respect thing. If you're in a relationship and you
Right,
respect your man, he is paramount.
right, right. So those
It's
men don't have any like they're my friends, right? And if something like tragic was to happen like during while I'm in a relationship, of course I want to be able to do what I can do, but they're like I said, they're not like gonna be um they probably I mean some like these men know like no she got a man, so they're not going to be calling me late out, you know what I mean, like all hours of the night, or calling me every single day. But I do have a really good friend, and like I said, he's married, but I don't, you know what I mean, I respect the marriage.
It's kind of like though, what's the point of them though?
They're still friends.
And
let's
according to
unpack
Thane,
that.
they're
I
lying
mean, some
dormant and waiting on their
Let's unpack
chance.
that.
let's unpack
Black
it.
women don't cheat. I've heard y'all say this on
Black
this one.
women don't cheat. We're
Right.
sitting here having Bible study right
Right. Yet the
now.
cheating statistics are all basically the same between men and women. The difference is men are not dumb enough to get caught or talk about it. Y'all do shit and will never get caught and will take it to your grave.
Women will.
Oh, most women are slick. Having men out here raising babies
I
that
don't,
ain't theirs. Because,
Here we go.
oh, they friends,
Here we go.
the neighbor.
Here we go.
That just told on herself, talking about, he might not work with my man, meaning one foot in, one foot out. You're still going to have your friends to go cry to. That emotional
no,
tampon
no,
on your
no,
shoulder.
no, no, no. What I'm saying is there's a bound.
Emotional.
I jest, but I'm just going off what you said.
I set boundaries on those men. You know what I mean? Like, when I was
You can
single,
set any boundary you want. Women will always have a moment of weakness. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's where you fall prey.
Because he just lying dormant, waiting on his chance. Because
okay,
you've
so
been torturing him
okay.
Is
all
that what
these
happened
years.
with what's that rapper and
Your
Angela?
relationship should be church. Friends should be state. Hi, I see you from afar on a Sunday. Cool. My relationship is paramount. Your man should never
Yeah.
have to ask himself, Why the hell does she need male attention?
No, and see that's what I'm saying. There's a boundary. That boundary is, is different, right? So I'll say this. I'll say this. We don't gotta call them male friends, but there's some men in the wing.
Call them
That's what I'm saying.
acquaintances, but friendship?
That's why maybe that's where I'm
Never.
getting
You ain't
confused
gotta.
at.
You don't
I've
have
been
to
saying
call them
like
Firm
friends.
friends. Are they
believer.
friends?
You can call them
Any
friends.
woman I deal with who's talking about male friends or whatever, you are booted with the quickness. There is no discussion.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of them I've friend zone, and they will never, ever, ever come out the friend zone.
Said every last woman ever.
Ever,
Ever.
That's a point of
like
ego. Said every last.
ever,
Look,
ever.
do
Like
you know how many
Ever,
egotistical women
ever,
I've dealt
ever.
with?
it's not even an ego. I'm just like,
It's an
oh,
ego thing. I
they're
know.
not
You
my
have your
two.
convictions.
They're not
I
my.
get it. You just haven't found the one. You're gonna meet a silverback gorilla there that at one point in time will figure you out.
Oh,
And he'll
all right.
come a
Hey,
calling. And you're gonna get weak in the knees at the wrong moment.
Oh
And
Lord,
he
here we
finna
go.
get you.
oh,
I can
yes,
hardly
so
sleep.
weak in the knees, I can
Mm-mm-mm.
hardly sleep.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, you'll have moments of weakness. I don't care what your convictions are.
That's why they don't need all these friends on the side of the opposite
Look,
sex.
look, look. Here you go. Look, look, look,
I've been
I'm
saying
just
it
telling
all
you.
night.
You see, and Alan over there. You see how she acting?
I'm
And
like, what?
All right.
Allen hip to these things. I think she's seen a lot. I think she's hip to it. I can tell that's male nature. So knowing what I've said, and I'm not preaching. I'm just speaking from my own personal small lived experience. I'm not an expert on relationships. I'm not an expert on. Let me expound a bit also on one thing we totally forget. You forget your biology. Ty, you do not know on any given day what pheromones are secreting or what pheromones a man is secreting when he
We
walks into
talking
a
about,
room.
see, I
There are days I
told you.
can walk into a room and I can tell you which women are trying to look at me without trying to look at me. I know exactly who I can get just by walking into a room. You might not be actively chasing a man or paying attention, but you do not know what your pheromones are doing on that given day.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Be careful.
So be very, very careful.
the pheromones, I'm
Careful.
telling y'all.
Your pheromones are powerful. People forget biology.
I
I don't want
said
no
Yeah,
parts of it.
no, yeah. That's why some men who don't necessarily aren't necessarily a quote unquote like the physical aesthetic, they can find another way in through their personality
That's why
or
you don't need to
their.
be friends with all of them.
That's why you
I
could be
didn't
a
say I was friends
clown
with all
and
of
you
them. I
could be
just say
the.
I got some. I got some. I'm not friends. I don't have that many like male friends. I just have,
No, I'm not saying don't have male friends. Have them. I'm just saying don't cry about them later.
they have
oh
an
no.
expiration date.
You know,
Or they
just
need to be way over there.
look at Sim C. I
Yeah,
talk about
they
he here
are.
for the
That's
weakness.
the
Sim
boundary.
Sim, no, this
Sim,
is the game. But
Sim's a friend to the channel.
Now, see, is that what happened with Angela? Angela Simmons and what's his name? The
Yo
rapper.
Gotti.
He
Oh
waited
no,
in the
but
wings
he
for
made it.
years.
Nah, but he made it known like he wanted Angela Simmons. He wasn't like, oh, we're gonna be. He wasn't like he wasn't like Romeo Miller type. You know what I mean? We just friends.
all in all I'm saying is this: if you're going to be blind to a friendship to think it's brotherly and sisterly, that's being unintelligent. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go back to being best in the chat.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
James. I
Thank
thank you
you.
so much
We
for
But I
being
done
appreciate
told
here.
y'all we can have this conversation later. It will still be the same.
You know, me and
Thank
you
you so
tonight
much.
is me and you. We on the
He
All right,
same
said what
Look.
he
page.
said.
Oh,
all
and
right.
Allen, she on the train. She is on the train with these men tonight. You hear me?
I
I'm
might be
telling
careful
you.
because it's always they laying waiting. They like, look, what is it? A lion? Lionesses.
Lionesses.
Even though black women don't cheat, we don't
Like,
cheat.
that's right. We having
But
Bible study right now.
but I had a question though. So he started talking about just evaluating friendships, period, right?
Hmm.
Would you ever try to get in between the friendship of your male whatever and his male friend?
Like two men.
'Cause
Yeah, I get
these
tired of them
dudes,
too.
they be a little toxic.
I be tired of them too.
Them
You
dudes,
know
they
what
be
I said?
toxic.
I
Don't
First
have
one said,
your friendships be toxic sometimes
equal
now.
you
opportunity. With me,
don't have no friend but me.
I'm your best friend. But
I'm,
sometimes these dudes, they be on it. They be like,
yeah,
y'all know. Y'all
yeah,
Joy
no,
brought
you're
it to
right.
their attention, to the world's attention. But I'm here, me and Joy here on it. Like these men, they be real tight with each other. Like they might not dump, they'll dump their homegirl for you, but they homeboy, like, no, we ride together, we die together, bad boys for
Bad
life.
boys for life.
Bad boys
Yes,
for life. That
yes. So it's like,
I
oh my
agree.
God, you always talking to him. It's like, okay. It's like the dudes, they be cool too. Some of them be like, they be messy though.
They
So,
do. And
So,
they
so a
enable,
man friend can cause the same problems that a female friend can cause. Is
especially
that
if they're
fair to
yeah,
enabling.
say that?
they worse, really.
Oh,
Right.
They can
they
be
let
worse
them
because they
in.
going with them. Like, they going with them.
Mhm. They
And
let
it's,
them
Mm,
in.
yeah,
They
they
let them
got
in.
serious. Yeah.
mm,
And
All
mm,
they,
right, so
mm.
we got somebody else back here in the back, and I will say, ladies, we probably. I mean, how y'all feel?
we keep rolling.
Let's just bring them on up, and we gonna flow with this one, okay?
Yes, yes.
Here we go, Mister. We got the
Hey,
real
hey.
Mulatto
Mulatto Network.
Network in the house. TJ, how's it going? First of all, thank you, sir, for supporting this channel,
Yes.
getting active in the chat, and coming up to talk to us. How you doing tonight?
I'm 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 good, ladies.
Was that you in
um,
the that was TJ in the back that had the cold blue? Get them chains off the door.
yes, I am. I am at work, so if I abruptly have to go before I get through my points,
We
it's because
understand.
I am in the hospital. Yeah.
We
So, a
understand. We
couple things that I wanted to go ahead.
No, go ahead. So, I mean, I can prompt you, but it look like you already had some things you got to get out off your chest. So we want to hear it.
Right, right. I made some notes. Well,
Let me let's hear
first of
it.
all,
Okay.
wasn't that nice to hear things? Once never heard his voice before. That was kind
Yeah.
of nice
Yeah, I
to
like
hear
hearing
him and stuff like
thing
that.
has the
And
very
like just
it's a very like masculine. It's like a how
The
can I don't
regalness.
even it's regal. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
that's a
I
good
love
word.
it.
you're very regal, right? One thing I want to actually just co-sign with what he said was when you guys just made a statement about what about the men who keep female friends? Men don't keep female friends. I'm gonna co-sign that. We just don't.
Okay.
If we have you around in our circle, it's not because we find you our friend. Now there are women that we keep around for because there's like I have a friend lady I keep around, but it's more from a creative standpoint. Which I'm going to talk about her in just a second. That there's something that she offers me on a creative side of things. But typically speaking, you three ladies are very attractive lady. Any guy around you, I don't care how you classify it for yourself. Understand something as ladies. You guys have an opposite um, expectation that men have. So for you having a guy that you can confide in and talk to, chop it up with, and laugh and talk with, you classify them as your friend and your buddy and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's not how we see it.
Mm.
To Thane's point, a lot of times it's the lying in wait. It's the a lot of guys we are conditioned from little boys to play the long game. And the one thing that we do understand and know about lady nature is like you can change a lady's mind about her being with you. You're able to do that. All you need is
I would 100% agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
circumstance and
Yeah.
opportunity can make that happen. That's not necessarily the case with the opposite with the guy. So remember that. And I try to get ladies to understand a lot of times when you are hard and fast on what your perception is, especially when it comes to the male and female dynamic, remember you have to accept we are the mirror opposite of one another. Now,
Mm.
friend versus friendly. I had a conversation a couple days ago with the lady I just talked about for creatives. For creatives, she came to me. She called me and wanted to know if I was available
Oh, I think his connection dropped.
There's no connection.
I'll pull him down, and if he can come back. Whew.
Let's get in this chat, Lord.
But
Get
you
in
ain't
the
lying
chat.
though. I will absolutely agree. A woman's mind could definitely be
Oh
changed.
yeah, no,
But
I
now, if I don't find you, like, if I really truly do not find you to be
mhm.
sexually desirable, like, it is never going to happen. But
Mhm.
yeah, if you on the borderline, then yeah, I think you could definitely play the line.
Yeah, no, I think yeah, definitely.
I didn't get to
Definitely,
tell them
definitely.
jokes. They be funny. David says, and Alan RX knows what we want. She just, worried, okay? She just like concerned. I'm looking out for friends, because really the thing is, it's like, what is the friend like? That kind of part, that part of it has to be
Right.
really
What
defined.
are you defining as friends?
Yeah. So
Right.
once we get past that, then just talk about it's all in my business on here. Talking about David and Alan is mad. Jess,
I'm about to spit my water out. She like Jess. Okay, they know that.
my sexy is strong. She says
Exactly.
bros before hoes, and everybody know that every
That.
day, all day. So yes, these men very, if they
Mhm.
decide to, they can. They more powerful than these women with the other men. They like,
So,
look,
yes.
that's my boy. Like I used to sleep on the couch at his mama house. Like that.
Mhm.
They like, you used to sleep on my couch too. It don't matter.
Listen,
That
you
right there, that couch there is more like sacred.
we talk about movies and stuff like that, but it's always a movie with this like a toxic friend, right?
Right?
That the man has to like get him
Like
out
Tupac on juice.
so that he can be with his
Friend.
girl, his
Yeah.
wife, Mary or whatever, right? Because the
So
wife
many.
it's so many movies like that. So yeah,
It's a
I
lot
think
of
you're right.
non-melanated
We
movies like
do.
that too, where the friends get jealous of the friends, the
Yeah.
girlfriend, the
Mm-hmm.
like, and we're tired where it's the non-melanated people. They
Yeah,
have a
the
lot of movies like
non-melanated.
that. But the bro code, the friendships,
Mm-hmm.
even though we experience that in our community just as much.
Yes, we
But
do.
anyway, we make movies about falling in
Somebody
love
said
with your best
Bishop.
friend
Who
from
said
childhood.
Bishop?
He said, "Guess what? I don't give up." David
Them dudes
said,
definitely be like, I take your man.
"If you
Them
mess with
dudes.
me."
I take your
David called me in
man.
the show. He says, "Thing Mither, don't give up all the game. We got it. Y'all know we always looking for a little cheat code, even though black women don't cheat.
No.
Okay. Simsia, whatever you like, he says, they are in full blown denial thing. But nobody we ain't in no
We're not
denial.
in denial.
We ain't denying.
We know. Y'all
We
think
know.
that nobody know y'all be laying low? I say it don't matter. Lay low, lay long, lay wherever. You
Lay
ain't getting
wide.
in. The gate is closed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, some of it's
That we
the
are
gate is closed.
outside of the hours of operation. Try again next lifetime. Keep hope alive. Oh, okay. So do y'all think that when y'all keep these men as friends, because I don't keep them as friends, y'all, when y'all be doing that, do y'all think that the guys, do y'all be giving them false hope? Because once upon a time, we were using this phrase along, often. This like false hope. Like a lot of men give women false hope, but these men that y'all are putting in the friend zone, confiding, crying on their shoulders, telling them about your problems, asking them to help you pick out dresses,
Wallace. What's that
whatever
boy
y'all
name,
be
Wallace?
doing, calling them dweebs and
We
stuff.
be like, zip me up in the back. Is that what?
Yeah.
And then that's how it start on the movies, right?
Is it false
Zip me
hope
up
or
in the
what?
back.
Are y'all giving these men false hope? Because it's like,
No.
ain't nothing ever happening, or you think, or they just
No,
like, oh, okay, we'll see. Is
I
it
don't
false
even play
hope?
it. I don't play
I
around like
don't
that.
think so.
But
I don't play.
the
I
ones
I
that
think I explicitly say like, yeah, no, it's like I
we
try to
good.
I say no, like, I'm definitely not letting no man zip me up in the back. He is not going shoe shopping with me in my hump. Like, no, no, unless unless he that type of man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Unless I mean, he's still not even zipping me up in the back, but he could go shoe shopping with me and my hump. But
Okay.
he ain't
Okay.
about to be in the
Say it ain't gonna be dirt, no
in the
Derwin and
walk-in
Melanie.
closet. He's not about to be in the walk-in closet. No.
That's
That's
how
how,
I be.
how Derwin end up cheating with Drew Sidora. My dress. You like my dress?
If I'm telling
And
a
but
man
y'all
to zip
friends
me up
though.
from the back, that ain't what I'm talking about. Like if I'm telling him to zip me
He
up in the
ain't
back,
your best friend, male friend ain't never going in the dressing room with you.
he not going in the walk-in
Oh,
closet.
okay. Okay.
Do
No.
Just
y'all remember? Did y'all watch Girlfriends?
My
yeah, a little bit.
friend.
So okay, what about William and Joan?
They was not, but they were
Did they ever hook up? They
they
hooked up,
Yeah,
didn't
did.
they
they?
did,
They
but they were
did. They
still like the
did.
best of friends.
Yeah, no, they
It
hooked
to
up.
me, if at any point, long game, short game, that you end up hooking up with your friend, that just proves my point.
So now it's no longer like you can't be friends no more after that.
They didn't even want to be friends with each other after that.
What? But she was his like best lady in his wedding, right?
Oh, to the cop.
Well,
Did they
okay,
stay
I think
married?
so. What? I can't even remember. But wasn't she like his best lady? He didn't have a
I don't
best
remember.
man,
I
but you
can't
know,
remember, girl. You
he
talking about You talking about early 2000s. I don't remember. I
yeah.
remember he got married to like a cop, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were about to get married, and then they called a wedding off at
That's
the
right. They
end.
called it
Why?
off
Yes,
because of Joan.
she was like because of
Why?
John, because they were too close of friends.
Yes.
That's
And,
what it
and
was. They
it
was
ended up
too close.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah. Again.
yeah,
I'm waiting
they
on a
were too
different
close of
story. What's
friends.
a
That's
different
what
ending? Y'all haven't done it yet. I'm still waiting.
But they were such good friends. He was she. I mean, I didn't. I guess best lady is the right word
Yeah.
to
You
use.
standing up beside me in a wedding knowing, whatever. Y'all let
Let me. Here's the question. I mean, I already know your answer. Now let me talk about what if he had a friend. He had a good friend that, and he said when y'all get married that she's gonna be one of the bridesmaids.
no.
See,
You be like, she on your side. She a best lady.
she a best lady. Hmm.
She ain't in the
No,
wedding.
She gonna be in the
she
wedding
not
at
in the
all.
wedding.
If it's his cousin,
Nice.
she could be his cousin. My
I mean,
cousins are
family
my friends,
members.
a lot of them.
Yeah,
Those
family
are
members.
fine, but if you like your best, no.
Like your girl, like
No.
the girl. We ain't talking about like his best cousin, like
No,
that. You know, they
that's
grew
what I'm saying.
up,
That's the only one that's okay with me.
or the sister, right? Like the him and
And
his sister.
y'all don't even, I can't even
Oh,
get into that on
I'm sorry.
YouTube.
I
I got a
triggered.
whole situation.
My
That
bad.
was,
My bad. I triggered. I wasn't even trying to, but as soon as I said it, I saw your face go, woo. So I'm
so
saying,
yeah.
but the girl can't be on the bridesmaid side. She got to stay on his. Oh, she can't be in the
She
wedding.
don't
Period.
need to be in the wedding.
She
She need to be in the
Mm.
audience supporting her friend. She could be in the audience,
she need to be in the audience
but I
supporting
don't
her.
like a big wedding party either. So it's a lot of things to consider, guys.
Mm.
I knew this topic was gonna be, nice and crazy. But
She said it's the conviction. She need to be in the audience supporting her friend.
I
I
think
Mhm.
don't care
that
who
that's
it
giving.
is.
I think that's, why is she don't need to be in the wedding. Do y'all think y'all okay with that? Y'all cool. Y'all cool. I'm kind of, I know I'm unrealistic on a lot of this stuff. What do y'all
I went.
think?
I went to some courthouse weddings where I was supporting the male.
No, I'm talking about a wedding.
No,
That's you
I'm
know.
no, I'm nobody's
I'm talking
groomsman.
about like 30, 40, however much they spend, 100,000, whatever. I'm talking
Mhm.
about y'all
I'm no
getting
one's.
dresses, y'all making plans. You're planning this big to do. Your family is spending money, y'all spending money, whatever. And you got your bridesmaids, you got 5 or 6, he got 6 people. One of them is his homegirl. She got on a tuxedo.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is the honest to God truth. Like my friend, I told y'all my friend,
Hmm.
girl. If he asked me to be in his wedding, I probably would have declined it.
Because
I'm
his
not
wife,
no
what
one.
if he, oh,
No, because I'm nobody's groomsman. That's one. Like it's not gonna happen with me. And then like two, like what else could I be? Like what else would I?
stand on her side.
Nah, I'm not being. I don't know. She don't. I just told y'all she don't really rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I would decline it. Just give me a seat, like what you said in the audience,
I
and
think
make
that's
sure
nice. See, that's reasonable.
my meal is chicken
As the
or fish.
person who's the friend, and as the person who's like, that would be getting married, it to let you come sit in the audience is good. We
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. I'd
We
rather sit in the
agree.
audience. I don't want to be on the, and I don't care. Like like I don't want to be on the court. I don't want to be on the king's court.
Okay.
I'm good.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's
I'm
like, so we
not
agree.
wearing no tux. Like what's no, what?
And you
No.
not wearing a dress because you ain't on her side because you his friend.
Oh, I'm wearing a dress, and it's
Um,
gonna be better.
no,
But
I'm talking
come
about
on
you
now.
ain't wearing the bridesmaid's
Oh, I'm
dress.
not wearing the bridesmaid's dress now.
See, so sitting in the
Cause I don't
audience,
like
it
her like
sounded bad when
that.
I said it, but as the friend, you would prefer to be there.
I know some like brides who like had to like put a sister or a cousin or whatever
Mhm.
in her bridal, and I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much I don't know how much I agree with that, right? I feel like the bridesmaid should be there supporting the bride and
And
whomever
some of
is
them
on the.
don't support the bride.
And so that's what I'm saying, right? They support
Or
the
the union.
like that. You know what I'm saying? They should be preparing the bride, I don't know. It depends. I might get married and the sister might want to be a bridesmaid, and it depending
And
on the
you just let
relationship
them
with the
be in it, and then
and it depending on the
they
relationship
end
with the
up,
sister. But I honestly feel
yeah,
like that shit. You know what I mean?
they could
I
drop
don't
out, or it could be a force out. You don't know which one it is, right?
know. Right.
Did they leave on their own, or did you force them out? Either way, I didn't tell them to. Just talk about it. Says David, you have time. Time for
Y'all
what,
missing it.
Jess?
It's going over here.
Welcome, Jess, to the Mind Solicited Opinion podcast. Just talk about it. I think Jess got a channel. Y'all check her out. I'm
That's
not
right.
sure.
Just talk about it. And
Sincere.
listen, can I just say this? I seen just talk about it in these YouTube streets getting spicy.
Yes, in these chats.
In the chat, in the comments, I seen her getting
They
spicy.
screenshotting her.
Screenshotting her and posting her. And
Keep
she
it up,
like,
Jess. You
and you know
causing a
what?
ruckus.
And you know what? The good sis, you know what she do? She like, like,
She's zero.
okay.
Zero.
She's unbothered.
She does not care.
She be like,
And she's like that in real life, guys.
okay.
Yes. The David Carmina show says about what? Wait, I can talk about it. I can't even see this. Y'all it's getting late. Y'all know. Can't read at night.
Getting
I don't
late.
know what Jess is talking about. My sexy is strong says, Jess, talk about it. Hey, girlfriend, let's see where we at. Let's get down to the bottom of this thing. Oh, y'all are talking. Yes, my sexy strong said, yes, sir, you did, Mr. Thane Miller. I don't know what Thane's talking about. Oh, y'all, I'm all the way messed up. Jess says, David, if that was my budget ring, would it be 10K? What? And the wedding would be at the courthouse? Oh, okay. David, like throwing them billions on, I guess. Nina Simone, I didn't get to introduce her. Did I say her name tonight?
Oh.
Nina, welcome back to
You
the
said
My
she
Unsolicited
sat in the
Opinion
audience?
podcast. I said
Hey.
the audience at the wedding. I don't know who wedding they talking about.
What are they talking about? Nina Simone had to sit in the audience?
Yeah, Nina Simone does what Nina Simone wants to do. Don't think that Nina
Cousin,
Simone
but
has
look
all the
like
options in the world and she makes these decisions, okay? Now, if she was in
she
the
said
audience and somebody would trust, that's where she chose to
that's
be.
that's where she chose to be. Oh, okay.
Yes. 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 Thanks talking to my sexy and strong in the chat over there, the Leader Turner's channel. We haven't seen the lead tonight. Just talk about say if you live in Atlanta, don't trust any of those women to be your
Mm.
man. Wait, husband, friend though. Okay, I don't trust them, Jess. They be like, oh, we
Look,
just
and I
friends, we
don't
just friends. Just friends. Okay, golly,
she don't
okay.
care if they in Atlanta, Miami, LA, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. She don't care if they in Tuscaloosa.
It's like, what does she want? Do we need to find her a man? I'm like, find your mama man, find your sister man, find your best friend a man. All of them need somebody. Shoot. And then what I'm gonna do, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all. Then what I'm gonna do? I'm like, nah, I don't want him around me like that. I should have let him keep his friends. Why did I do that? You know, there's women so crazy. They be
Y'all
the
not
stuff they be
catching
talking
it. Y'all
about.
not catching it. I swear on God, I'm catching it. And I swear it's funny. Go ahead.
So,
Go
no.
ahead. Go ahead.
Jess says women can be men friends, but not many men can be women friends. They want them, don't they, Jess? They be wanting these women, and these women be torturing these men, trying to keep them in the friend zone. They like, guess what? I'ma wait. She'll come
They
around.
lie dormant, girl. Then all of a sudden,
They must spread
like
like a virus.
like the herpes.
And then what happens? Then what happens? You done messed around and messed up, and then now you like him, and he like, girl, gone.
And
You know?
listen, when you put it in that context, like it's clear, you know what? Not just say don't mess with them. Just like don't even. It makes more sense what the men are saying. Like just
Don't do it.
don't even mess with them because they will lay dormant, and then once something triggers it, they will spread
Outbreak.
like it'd be an outbreak. And you around here scratching and
And you all in your feelings and you hurt wherever you hurt it because you
so
done went there. It's like, what for?
in that case, if you put it when you put it like that, I agree. And you know what? I gotta cut them off.
Yes, just say no to these friend men.
Just say no.
Be friends with this man. Even though y'all, to be honest, I really enjoy y'all in the chat, and I enjoy this my unsolicited opinion podcast. At some point, when I get my life in order, I'm gonna share some more things with y'all. But yes,
She said, wait.
To be continued.
to be continued. Just says I always enjoy NAllen shirts. I know that's random.
Okay.
Thank you, Jess. You know, we do put a lot of thought into our outfits, and
First
we,
of all, my good sis come through fire on us.
I'm giving them the mesh. I'm gonna
She
switch
got
it up next time.
fire
But this
every single
mesh,
time.
we're here for that. We're here for that. Joy, David used your words on you, or did he repeat what you said when you said we won? Because we know Joy is always winning. She's like, okay, you win. You win.
You in?
All right, guys. So yeah,
All
since we got a
right.
few more people in here, like y'all, what was the final answer? What was the final decision? Can they be friends? Can they not? What do y'all think? Y'all want to go and do a little?
Okay, so I would say this: if they spreading like viruses, laying dormant, no, they cannot.
Okay.
But I think the ultimate underlying thing is you got to be aware of what that how that presents the person that you're with, right? And if you want to be with that person and they set boundaries, then you better be within them.
I think that's fair.
Okay, so y'all know I was hard, steadfast on my decision when I came to this
Yes, you
session
were a
tonight.
two. You were hard too.
I was a hard two. Now y'all have opened my eyes to a few things, and
You two at 1.5.
I'm gonna give it a one
1.9.
point five. I ain't all the way there. He ain't through with me yet. Hallelujah. But
Right.
maybe, you know, maybe,
I just feel like
maybe.
you're a little bit more stress free when you don't necessarily have to be going abiding by all of these standards and rules. You start to like be able to enjoy some things. Right now, some things
Yeah,
are
that's true.
standard,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
But then, like when you have to be like, you can't have this, you can't have this, and then it's just like that box gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you like, I got to break out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It doesn't. It's not a good place to be. Even if you put yourself in a box,
Like I
because
can't.
sometimes we can do that. We put ourselves like, you know what? I didn't play this right. I really should have took the lead on that.
I read somewhere like if you go use the restroom, the restroom, you cannot lock the door.
What?
What?
I'm dead serious. I'm not even trying to be funny.
What?
If
Who
you lock the
said
door,
that?
like if your spouse, if when you go use the restroom and you close the door, and if your spouse comes in, they're gonna think you're doing like there's no reason for you to be locking the door.
I ain't doing that. That's crazy.
I
Okay.
s-
You can't lock the door.
no, girl, you
That
better
don't sound like no healthy situation. That sounds
Yeah,
like
it be
exactly.
that's too
you be
much.
setting up yourself to be on a Lifetime movie.
Listen,
Or for
you
my
cannot
man
take
or something
you
crazy.
cannot take your phone to the restroom with like you can't take it to the bathroom with you, and you
No,
definitely can't lock the door.
That is definitely
they worse
somebody
than
on their Lifetime
children.
movie.
How you can't lock the door?
I promise you, you lock the door. I mean, you hiding something.
No, that's too much. That's too much.
Okay.
That's too much. Okay, y'all. So yeah, you could be friends.
Well, what
Godly.
I've definitely learned is that the men are the problem.
They are all
Oh,
The men are the problem.
they think they're invisible, but they out there just laying dormant. They laying low.
That's the
They
yeah,
problem.
that's it.
camouflage. They not
These
they not
homeboys is the
invisible. They're
problem.
there. We just don't see them because they're hiding until they getting ready to strike. Wow. Wow. Did y'all see that light bulb go off?
Mhm. That
Wow.
was
That's what it
it.
is. They not invisible. They hiding. They know
All
what they
right,
doing.
y'all. TJ, we listen. We gonna let you come up, but we was wrapping up. But hold on. I think he has a.
Is he there?
Is he there? We gonna let you come up. We gonna let you get like bring us on home. All right.
Yeah.
But
How
they
you?
can hold on 1 second. I'm gonna bring you up. We can hear him in the back chat, but they can't hear him.
You see me? I'm like,
Oh, okay.
They
I,
can't hear him. That's why I think when he is what's his name came up before,
mm.
Dane couldn't hear what was going
Oh,
on.
got it.
Remember?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
TJ,
Uh,
River Bottom,
I'll
like,
I'll make it quick because I
please
know you
bring us
ladies are
on
trying to
home.
wrap it up.
Bring us on home.
Okay. I want to take it back to a question you guys asked about have any guys set any boundaries about an ex? I did,
Mm-hmm.
but I had to do one that was very delicate because it revolved around her child's father. He
Mm.
he called at 11 o'clock at night, and he wanted to know the T-shirt size of of his son, who was currently in the house with him.
Oh
And
yeah.
so when they got done with the conversation, I requested to the lady I was seeing. I said, "Listen, he can't call you after 8 o'clock at night without it being an emergency. There's no need for him to call you that late." And her response to me, and this was the third incident for us, but her response to me was was to inform me that that's her child's father. He should have access. I should not have a problem with it. All this stuff. So she went through all of these reasons, and I sat there quietly and I let her. And I said to her, I said, I'm not going to put any demand. I said, I'm not going to force you to do anything. This is a request of mine. I said, because you have now told me that his comfort, his access is more important to you than whatever goes on with me. I said, this is where we get off the train.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was hurtful,
No, I
but it was not necessary. So that's why when I said in the chat earlier about protecting your relationship, you got to be. And a lot of guys, I've seen guys in situations like this, especially when you're dealing with a mom and the father situation, and those setting those boundaries. And if the moment the woman you're involved with is, especially if you believe the request that you're making is fair, out there was a fair assessment, it's not an emergency. Do not call after 8 o'clock at night. What are you calling for?
yeah. No,
Especially when that relationship is 5 years old and 5 years dead. So you can have friends, you can have friendship or friendly things, but there need to be clear boundaries, clear expectations. And the moment the person that you agreed to be in an exclusive relationship with has a problem with it, if you if your first knee-jerk reaction is to defend why that other person should have access or why the limiting of that access is happening, then it, that might be a clear indication that how that person actually feels about you. You
yeah,
know,
I agree. I agree.
so
As someone, who with my daughter's father, like, unless there's an emergency, when the sun go down, you're like it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, you're not
mhm,
don't be calling me outside of office hours, honestly. Now, if you have her with you, I would expect a phone call that comes outside of office hours is because it's an emergency.
because it's an emergency.
Right,
Absolutely, I
but
have a
calling me about some shoe size and or t-shirt size, and she's right there with
Look in that
you.
shirt she got on.
Yeah,
right, but
yeah, and she's right
I,
there with you. Or
I
even
had
if she's
to
not with you, no, you
I had to explain to her, and I don't know. Sometimes you know if a person is just naive or they're just plain stupid, but I don't try to decipher that. But I explained to her, I said, listen, men are petty too. Our
Yeah,
pettiness just comes out in very different forms.
yeah,
That man did that to send me a message.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I said, you have
No,
to understand.
I
I said
believe
to her,
that.
Yeah.
I said, you have to understand something. Your kid's father, your ex-husband, he's living in his mother's basement for 5 years. And prior to this incident, I said, he watched you pull up at his house. And this is not a brag or whatever, but he watched you pull up at his mother's house where he's living in the basement where he doesn't earn in a over $75,000 vehicle, which is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men, we be petty too.
Hmm.
That was a message to me. Don't matter what you got, player. I can still reach out and touch her whenever I want to. And I tried to explain that to her, and there was another defense of it. That's when I said, okay, this is done.
Yeah.
And you got to be. It's two sided when you're thinking about stuff like this. I know, like in the men's content, we want to produce all of this bravado, no, about what we should be and how we should be. When you have to make those decisions as a man, it doesn't feel good because you're being rejected. You
Mm.
just got to be brave enough to make the decision to move on and understand what that is and what that woman is communicating to you. No other fella should have, that much control or influence over your lady, even if you have a child with her. It doesn't matter. I have an 8-year-old daughter. And I'll be damn if my daughter's mother come calling at 8 or 9 o'clock at night and it's not an emergency,
Yeah.
you know, and because it's very, it can be very disrespectful. And like Thane brought up, I don't want my woman with that kind of stress. That's unnecessary mess in the middle of the relationship. Why us trying to get along regularly is going to be enough drama because you got two different personalities, two different ways of living, two different perspectives. So there's going to be enough there. And why would you compound it by
Mhm.
not setting clear expectations and boundaries with other people?
Mhm.
Last thing, and I'm gonna let you ladies go. Joy. It's not the man's problem about lying in wait. It's our nature. It's our nature to lay in wait. Especially you ladies are very good looking ladies. You're very attractive ladies. Ain't no dude, I don't care what he presents to you, is walking up to you just because he wants to be a buddy or pal. We dudes be buddies with other dudes.
My
Mhm.
buddy, my
Yeah.
And if your guy friend of how many years, if he hasn't approached you, even if there was a space and time where he probably could have, it was because he got a clear understanding that there was nothing going to happen.
yeah. That's
So
exactly
it's
what I like to give. Clear understandings that nothing is going to happen.
right. So he's not going to say anything. But no, no. Our ladies would like to believe because the way that you view the world and it's a necessary view. But when you're looking at with the man sitting across from you, I don't care how cool he is if you are good, I mean, even not so good looking women can get it, you
Oh
know.
yeah, we know.
So just be mindful. That doesn't say that you can't be friendly with the guy, you can't be cool with him, but understand. No matter how you want to believe it, that is not the case for him. It's
Mm.
never the case for him. Even if it's not that he wants you long term, he just wants you because he want to know what it's like.
Jesus Christ.
You know. That's all I have, ladies. Thank you for letting me come back on. I will
Yes.
always support what you ladies are
Yes.
doing. I
Me
think the
too.
conversations are necessary. It's hard to hear as a guy because you get kind of there's like a slow rage and sometimes when you guys say stuff, it's like what? But it's necessary. Especially when you're talking about black relationships. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
necessary. We talk at each other. We don't hear it. We don't hear it. I've said on my stream a couple times about our guys. You got to understand. I always talk about the new deal now. You got to make a new deal with our ladies, and you got to understand they're not going to be quite the ladies our grandmothers and great grandmothers were. You got to take them to a degree where they are at, and you got to try to I told myself right now everything's a negotiation with our ladies. They're higher. You got to renegotiate the terms, and those terms got to be individual. And I tell guys, you're going to have to give up something that you're uncomfortable giving. And I tell our ladies the same thing. You're going to have to give up something you're uncomfortable giving up if your goal is to not be out here sick in the hospital at 80 and nobody's sitting there holding your hand
Yeah.
going through it,
The great
as I am right
consequences.
now in a hospital, working, not sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, ladies. I
Preach.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate
you.
that. You guys definitely go check out his channel, The Real Bravado Network. Like he said, he has some great topics on there. We trigger him, and I'm pretty sure he triggers some of us
I
too.
love it.
On the daily.
I
On the
love
daily.
it.
Every
I
stream.
love
Every stream.
Okay. So definitely, and that's good. Like sometimes you have to have conversations that make you a little uncomfortable, that you
it.
are like objectionable to, like because you have to hear. Sometimes you have to hear the other side so you can kind of expand, your mind and see the type of people out there. So I appreciate his feedback on that. That was great.
He said,
Yes.
I'm delusional.
Joy, you know.
I'm fine though. No, that's
I'm fine. That's how
that's
that's how the delusional people start.
it's okay. No, we learned a lot.
We
I
did.
think this was
Yes.
a good conversation. It was definitely lighthearted, lots of laughs.
Keep it light.
Um, and Alan says she gonna be checking on the block before she move into the house to see what women are around. Uh,
Okay.
Yes.
she is, Lord
All
knows.
right.
It's a evolving conversation, I think, and I think it's one that changes at different phases of your life. But I did get some good insight on things I did not
Mhm.
think about before. We view y'all as friends, y'all view us as prey.
Praise.
Yes. Don't and
That,
don't go tell your homegirl that
that's
I call her sister
horrible.
wife. Don't go tell your homegirl that I call her a sister wife.
No, the internet.
She gonna catch the
She on the
replay.
World Wide Web.
She probably like, I don't like her. I didn't mean it in a bad way, sis. I meant like you might be a sister wife.
Like you a good, like
You
you
a
better
good
than a lot of us,
you
cause
better you are definitely better than me, and I'm not even trying to be facetious. I couldn't do it.
yeah,
I couldn't do it. But I think that when you do have blended families,
yes,
there's a degree of maturity, and also going just beyond a little step beyond maturity is just like having a cordial, friendly relationship.
yes.
I think that's needed. Honestly, I'm not going on vacation though. Can't do it. Sorry.
I
Oh
am
Lord.
open though to allowing the other person to have their friends, and I might even have friends too. I feel like I got friends over here. They on YouTube, but so it's cool. It's okay.
You
So I
Like
learned a
you,
girl,
little bit
like
tonight
you got male friends, like friends that you ain't never met, cause like they be talking like on YouTube or
because they on
whatever.
the computer. Yeah, they in the
Yeah,
computer.
that's
So I
a
mean,
thing.
yeah. So
Social
people
media,
listen. People find love on the computer too, girl. They'll weasel their little way in
computer.
there too, girl.
Wow.
yes,
They will
but
find
these
their
folks gonna
way.
stay in the computer. I like them in the computer.
Say, I like them better in the computer. Don't come out the computer.
Yeah, on the other side of the phone.
Stay.
No, all these different up and coming and popping already arrived content creators, they be playing Love Connection and stuff on these so I'm just you never know. You
Who
never
for you?
know. You might be friend zoning the person. Who
Who?
said that?
I'm married. Remember?
Married. Let me go, Lord, because she close it out. Go to commercial.
Oh
We need the
God.
benediction, Joy.
Oh
Go to
Jesus Christ.
commercial.
That is hilarious. You guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all
Thank God.
joining us. Thank you to all of our channel supporters. Let me shout them out one more time here. I'm so sorry. I wasn't prepared. All right. Big, big, big appreciation and shout out to Real Bravado Network, TJ, for stopping through and dropping
Yes,
a
indeed.
few dollars our way. AV to the seventh power, another content creator, dropping a few dollars our way. Real Bravado Network again dropping a few dollars our way, and our channel sponsor for the day, our stream sponsor, Thane Mithra, for dropping more than a few dollars today.
Definitely. We
Thank
We
appreciate
you.
that.
definitely
All of
appreciate
the
all of the
support.
support. We appreciate y'all showing up for us every single time. We have people that never missed a stream with us. And I mean, that's incredible. Like there are people that have channels that's had channels for years that I know that you guys follow. We just little baby YouTubers and we
Yep.
love it. We appreciate it. And it's gonna make a difference because 2 years from now when we, have our 100K party, we're gonna be like, thank you to everybody. We're gonna remember who you are.
That's
So
right.
thank you, thank you.
Always.
You
Because
all
these
are
are day
part of
ones.
our story for sure.
Shout out to
But
all the day ones.
all the day ones. But we all have our own respective channels. I have the Mortgage Boss, NAllenRx has her channel, and then Ty has her Square Biz. So if you're not already subscribed, go and support us over there as well. And just to wrap everything up, we're gonna see y'all again on what day is this? Saturday? Today's Saturday. So on Wednesday, we'll be back talking about something different. We want to hear your ideas again. Drop in the comments, leave your suggestions. So we'll have some topics that we'll be able to talk about with you
Yes,
because this is not
indeed.
a one-way conversation, it's a two-way conversation, and we want to hear what everybody has to say. So until Wednesday, thank you for listening to our unsolicited opinions about real life. See y'all.
Go to church.